Barack, you gotta look at me. You told me all those years ago that you couldn't promise me the world, but you could promise me an interesting life. And of course, you outdid yourself and managed to give me both. I know it hasn't always been easy, but there hasn't been a single second through this experience that standing by your side hasn't left me in awe. 8 years in the crucible, and not once did you melt from the heat. Not once did you let it harden you. And you used it to reveal your truest essence, stubborn optimism and unflinching courage, your dazzling brilliance and unpretentious decency, your ferocious work ethic, and absolutely unshakable moral fiber. And to do it all as a first, and the higher standard that comes with all that, the claims that a US senator and constitutional law expert wasn't qualified for the job, the lies about your birthright, your faith, your patriotism, the outrage when you stated the biological fact that if you'd had a son, that he too would be Black. Yet, you were unflappable at every turn, always focused, always calm, always looking at the long view. Absurd it is to lashed out in frustration, lost your temper. How absurd it is to imagine that you might have done anything but make our family and this entire country proud. Barack, you gotta look at me.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Today's Ku Klux Kevin goes by the name of Josh Nairn. Now y'all buckle up because this one took some legwork and it all started with this ostrich face cobalt quarter zip Uncle Ruckus. So this guy pretty much makes a video talking about a race war, saying how the Klansmen have been asleep and that black people don't want to wake them up. They've been waiting and they've been ready for it. It's a battle that black people won't win. Pretty much moaning in white man to sum it all up. But it makes sense. I'ma just say it makes sense. This guy solely makes interracial couples look terrible. Anyway, he'll get his time. In the comment section is where we meet the Whitaker Warriors, aka Joshua, who states, and the crazy thing about us good old boys is we're praying it don't come to that because we all want peace and to mind our own. Us good old boys? Peace? See, Josh, let me ask you a question. Other than the fact you have the neck of a bullfrog, are you talking about these Proud Boys? Like, these ones? You see, you can't try to claim peace and also be a part of a hateful group. Proud Boys, the same ones that burn crosses? Yet here you are as a youth pastor, or I believe Church on the Rock, located at 133 Hill Loop Road, Goldsboro, North Carolina? You thought I wouldn't be able to find you. You thought that you were hidden. Even your Threads profile had nothing on it. I'm not going to tell you how I did it, because I want y'all to keep making the same mistake. Something else has been bothering me too. Somebody please do a checkup on this dog. It looked like an emotional support animal. The emotional support animal looks like he needs an emotional support animal. Also, I did contact the church that you're pastoring at. For the youth, mind you. I haven't gotten a response yet, but they indeed did read it. If I get any updates, I will let y'all know. Proud Boys like you think that y'all can get away with things by hiding in the church and in the police force. Also make sure that everybody that uses your lawn care service knows the exact type of person you are. Let's be honest, they're probably standing right beside you in your Klan meetings. Now, on a more serious note, why does it look like you have a trapped burp? Body built like a Phillips head. It's like you chew water when you drink it. It's like in this picture you were at a pool or something. Just know you can mimic that at home. Just add soap to it. Maybe, just maybe, you won't look so greasy. Grown man out here needing a sports bra. Out here looking like the upside down face kid from Family Guy. Why your head big at the bottom and skinny at the top? Pastor as a proud Klansman is crazy, but not surprising. Well, y'all know what to do. Let's keep running it up. 900 followers to go until we hit 20K. That's how we get the story how.
This should be the last time I have to address this issue with this racist, demonic, immature parasite you see behind me. Mrs. Sarah J. Fields or Sarah Jessica Jones, whatever she calls herself nowadays. However, on Facebook, she's known as Sarah J. Fields or whatever. And she has decided to exploit the unfortunate death of Austin Metcalf and the unfortunate and wrongful arrest and conviction of Carmelo Anthony for her own monetary financial gain. Mrs. Fields here has used her social media accounts to stalk and harass the Anthony family. She has become obsessed with Carmelo Anthony and his family and the supporters of Carmelo Anthony since this unforeseen tragedy that occurred in 2025. Mrs. Fields here has used her Twitter account that has over 500,000 followers, her Facebook account that has over 100,000 followers, and her Instagram account that has over 100,000 followers to publish inflammatory narratives of the circumstances that led to Austin's death and Carmelo's unjust conviction. Not only that, but she has been orchestrating her followers to harass the Anthony family through social media, threaten them, flood their inboxes, social media inboxes and DMs with just derogatory and disrespectful messages. Mrs. Fields here has also taken aim at Sherelle Hodge, who is a well-known social media influencer and political activist. Mrs. Hodge, who has decided to use her social media accounts for the greater good to endorse unity and support for the Anthony family during this time. Mrs. Fields has taken an old mugshot of Sherelle Hodge, published it to her social media account, trying to embarrass Sherelle Hodge, trying to malign her character and weaponize her past against her. When Sherelle Hodge made a post addressing this issue and calling out Sarah J. Fields, Sarah J. Fields then goes to play victim, falsely accuses Sherelle Hodge of threatening her, tags the FBI and says that she's filing a report with the FBI, and she claims she's going to sue Sherelle Hodge. So I want to make this video to acknowledge that if I find out that Sherelle Hodge is served with a frivolous lawsuit, I'm going to personally ensure that Sherelle Hodges adequately and vigorously represented, and that frivolous lawsuit is going to be met with a Rule 11 motion for sanctions against any attorney who found it dumb enough to even file this frivolous lawsuit, and it's also going to be met with an anti-SLAPP motion. Sherelle Hodge has not done anything to Sarah J. Fields. Sarah J. Fields is an immature racist bigot. And again, Sarah J. Fields believes that she does not live in a glass house, so she feels she can throw stones trying to judge people for their past. However, Sarah J. Fields is forgetting that John 8:7 reminds us that we are in no place to judge. The scripture reminds us that let he who's without sin cast the first stone. Mrs. Fields here is forgetting that she has a horrible past that she will have to answer to, that she doesn't want nobody calling her out on. But since Mrs. Fields here thinks that it is okay to exploit people's past and weaponize it against them, Mrs. Fields here should know that she will have to answer to the mistake that she made in 2012, on December 6, 2012. Sarah J. Fields, who was living in Texas, left her 3 small children alone in an apartment. One of the children escaped the apartment, and neighbors found this child. A 911 call was made by leasing office staff and neighbors of Sarah, where they called the police to not only report that they found small children home alone, but when they entered the home was smelled like urine and feces. When police officers arrived to Sarah J. Fields' home, they asserted in their police report that they were met with the aroma of feces and urines, and they found traces of rodents. The apartment was in horrible condition, and Mrs. Sarah J. Fields was nowhere to be found. So officers placed the children in protective custody, in custody of the state, contacted Sarah Jones, instructed her to come home, and she was arrested on December 6, 2012, charged with child endangerment and other related charges. And in March of 2014, she had to plead guilty and acknowledge that she did in fact leave her children in unsafe conditions. In exchange for her guilty plea, she was sentenced to probation, community service hours, and also received a deferred adjudication. Mrs. Fields here is also forgetting that her ex-husband, Brian Kenneth Jones, who was a police officer, is now currently in prison, convicted of sex crimes against their daughter. Allegedly, Brian Kenneth Jones was sexually abusing Sarah's daughter for over 6 years. And Sarah did not immediately report, allegedly, the sex abuse that was occurring to her daughter. And somehow, or eventually, authorities were notified of the sex abuse allegations. They investigated Brian Kenneth Jones, and determined that there was, in fact, sexual abuse committed to the daughter. And Brian Jones was arrested, charged, and convicted. He is now a registered sex offender, and DOC records indicates that he will be incarcerated through 2036. Mrs. Fields here is also forgetting that she has a past addiction to drugs and opioids. She was heavily addicted to illegal substances. Yet, Mrs. Fields has a past like this, where she was an irresponsible mother. Her own daughter was being sexually abused right up under her nose by her own husband, and she was addicted to drugs, a neglectful parent, and yet she has the nerve to try to judge someone else for their past. This is absolutely sick, and she calls herself a journalist. But what she's doing is she's using her social media platforms as a tool to target people of color that has spoken out in support of the Anthony family. She's also been trying to harass the Anthony family, falsely accuse people of harassing her, filing frivolous lawsuits against all sorts of people, and she just does not know how to stop. She's taken screenshots of post made by Sherelle Hodges and published it to her account, orchestrating her followers to report all of Sherelle Hodges' fundraising sites and websites, just harassing Sherelle Hodge. And she thinks that she is exempt from being held accountable for her actions. You would think that the death of Austin Metcalf taught you racist bigots, you racist parasites, a lesson, and that is to leave us black folk alone. Keep your hands to yourself. We don't want to be harassed by you. We don't want to be stalked by you. We are definitely not scared of you. And we just encourage you racist parasites to mind your business, leave us alone, let us do what we do. If you have a prerogative or a perspective on the situation, that's between you and yours. If you want to support the Austin family, that's your prerogative. This is a free country. But you should not, Sarah J. Fields, target Sherelle Hodge, Selena Charles, or anyone else who chooses to exercise their freedom of speech to be outspoken in support of the Anthony family during this time. Carmelo was wrongfully convicted and he will be freed. This is sad that you racist bigots are exploiting this situation and using it for monetary purposes, and you just won't stop. Sarah J. Fields, you should be the last person talking, last person judging. You and your bigots of followers, find something safe to do. Again, Austin's death should have taught you all a valuable lesson. That's leave us black folk alone. Have a good day.
Tap. Is this thing on? Hello, hello, hello. Okay, there it goes. All right. Well, welcome to the show. Yay. Back again with yet another episode of the Can We Be Frank Show, the longest running and only Black Agenda podcast representing Central Louisiana. And we're here to bring you the news, updates, the weather. No. We don't do the weather. But I hope y'all stay safe. We keep hearing these rumors about a big thunderstorm. It hasn't hit any of us yet. Or if it has, nobody, it's not been significant. But y'all stay safe, right? I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I see Miss Bell. I see Miss Thomas. Hey, Miss Lynn. I see Brother Greg. I see Sister Mikey. It's good to be here again, doing this with y'all. We got some updates on Alexandria. Apparently, there's been another Reignite propaganda puff piece that has been released. We're going to talk about that. And I don't know, we're going to talk about everything. We're going to talk about all the things that that are pertinent to tonight's show, right? We got Miss McCall in. Probably get a few more people in a little bit later on. But thank you guys that are here. Appreciate you. Can't wait to show you guys this. Hold on. Can't wait to show you guys this. Let me see. It's down here somewhere. Oh, here it goes. Gotta scroll. Give me just a second. Oh, here we go. All right. So let me give it a little bit of volume. Let me share the screen. And here we go. Now, before I play this for you, I want you to keep a few things in mind. When they say scale and speed, they meant it, right? When they say scale and speed, they meant it. That is the message going forward. And I want you guys to take a good look at this video and see if you can pick out the inconsistencies. All right, here we go. Now, if you will, when they say speed, and what was it? When they say what? When they say scale and speed, they mean it. And to me, that lets me know that any problem that the Black community has come to this administration with over the last 20 so odd years. Let's just go with this administration. Over the last 4 years, you've managed to get more done leading up to this election than you've done the whole entire time you've been in office. Which lets me know, right, that a lot of these problems could have been solved. A lot of these issues could have been resolved. And the fact that you're doing all this with such skill and such speed lets me know that you're doing this as a campaign tactic. You're trying to get done before qualifications, right? Because you're going to hang your hat on this reignite bullshit. You're going to hang your hat on it. And I hope whoever chooses to run against you points out the fact that it's awfully convenient that every time leading up into an election year, you have these plethora of projects that just have to get done. Meanwhile, the projects that needed to get done over the last 4 years, 3 years, respectively, could have been done. You just chose not to do them. You heard us talking about parks. So what did you do? You ran all that into Reignite, which is bullshit because with or without Reignite, those things are supposed to get done anyway. You played in our face for years with the Helen Black Park to the point where Brother Malcolm actually had this is when Malcolm was in office last time. It took you forever to put bathrooms in Helen Black Park. But now all of a sudden, scale and speed. I don't know. Hold on, I got some comments. Let me check the comment section. He said, but they They also claim that the money is tight. It is tight. It's tight for black folks. Yeah, anything y'all need in y'all community is tight. We ain't got it. But in all these other communities, we got it. Restore, reignite. The citizens need to be released from this administration. This administration needs to retire. That's what they need to do. They need to go and find a resort to go hang out at so they can get the hell up out of our faces. Miss McCall, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
What say you? Because I don't want to make it seem like I'm just harping on this administration's lack of ability to read the room. They can't read the room. It's like
Okay.
It's like,
well, what you're saying is correct. I mean, this has been going on forever with him. It's always around election time that all of a sudden all these projects can get done. That he's been in there for 4 years. He's been in there 16 years, actually. And a lot of these things are just getting done and it doesn't make any sense. But it's campaign. And if people don't wake up and understand that this is just a ploy and he does it most of the time, most candidates do it. Exactly what he's doing. So that he can stay in there. I'm not moved by it at all. I'm not moved by it at all. It's up to the citizens of Alexandria to know the bull crap, to smell it, and know that it needs to get cleaned up. And he needs to go home. He needs to go home to Wendy, take care of Wendy and the rest of the kids, and be about his business. Because I think 16 years is enough. I do. Especially when you're not being productive.
I mean, it's productive for somebody, right?
Yeah, well, it's productive for the people who got contracts for the things that he's doing. The people who had these lifelong that they raised their children off of city contracts because of all the money that the city done spent with them. Yeah. Right. But overall, no, I think it's time for him to go home. I really do.
Okay. I got something else. So I was perusing the message boards over at KLAB on the post about Mr. Lorenzo Davis and his announcement to run for mayor. And his services are no longer needed. Give us our keys back. Leave your badge at the door, sir. So this was the concerning thing, right? And encouragement is always good, right? We should encourage each other. But this gentleman on the post about Lorenzo Davis's announcement took the extra step to actually formulate. He says Lorenzo Davis could win this race easily. A campaign like this has 5 sticking points. Recruitment being primary focus immediately. The campaign must have sections with a chief in every area as the person who answers to Lorenzo. The campaign must get 5,000 signs in the neighborhoods to every yard as an indicator of trust and admiration for Mr. Davis's campaign. Very carefully get a 4-page newspaper style information sheet with biography, successful business ventures, as well as Christian philanthropic endeavors. Door-to-door campaigns must be coordinated and voter phone numbers put into a block to get voters to contribute and play a vital role in Mr. Davis's campaign. 15,000 bumper stickers on the streets ASAP, just give them away. Also, put volunteers with Davis's name out near traffic lanes for voters, for voter ID. Then finally hire a campaign manager who is not afraid to take all of what I said and feed it to the voter in a very polite way. If you need TV commercials, call me. Then somebody said also hire Mr. Davis a life coach, a personality designer who will help Mr. Davis appeal to the voter. And then I said, Yeah, putting the strategy in a public is with putting the strategy in public is probably not the best way to win, because now we know that when we see these things, he's not actually doing them as a public service, he's doing it as a candidate. But hey, way to sink it before it starts. Rule 101. If you have a campaign that you're trying to successfully run, 9 times out of 10, you do not want to put the strategy in public. So now, again, I say, when we see these things, this has diminished, to me, his campaign. This has ruined any potential outreach that he may have. And it may have been boldened a few people, but it hurt his campaign a lot more than it helped, right? And that's the thing about support. All support ain't good support. All support ain't good support. And this was a faux pas, if you will, right? Because far be it for me to point out where these people have been over the last 4 years, right? When we have citizens up there taking the brunt of the hit for speaking out, being silenced and being accosted, being talked down to by city council members and the mayor, and certain people chose to stay seated when these young people are stepping up and stepping to that podium and dropping nothing but hardcore, raw truths. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. But, you know, it is election season, right? And the fact that, you know, and listen, I'm just a statistics guy. I like stats, right? So if your stat sheet reads that you got 555 votes last time, and you need 6,500 votes to win, not even with this strategy could you possibly gain 6,000 votes. The name recognition, well, I'm not even going to go on name recognition, but let's just go on work, right? On actual municipality minded, being able to push back when you know the administration is lying, when you know council people are incorrect in their assessments, all that you claim to know, right? Where was that experience and where was the hard work? Where was the energy to put in to speak up on behalf of the people? And why wait till now to say that you want to speak for the people, when the people have been speaking out all along? And 9 times out of 10, us reviewing these city council meetings, never not once that I can recall have we heard him say anything at a city council meeting. Showing up is cool.
He has, wait a minute, wait, let's back it up. He has done that.
Okay.
Okay.
Tell me what the issue was. Do you remember what the issue was?
No, sir.
Okay. But again, this is just me, in my personal opinion. No bueno. You never want to reveal your hand. You don't want people alluding to revealing your hand, telling him he needs a personality a personality designer. I don't even know what that is. And getting all these things working together so you can appeal to the people that, I don't know, folks.
So my question is, as a human being, first and foremost, some things you do probably need improvement on, but majority of them is supposed to be based off of your personality, your approachability, your intelligence, your experience dealing with the public. All of those things should already be part of who you already are anyway, you know. So I understand about preparing you to be. So what he's saying is, and what I'm getting from him, he's trying to turn him into not a candidate, but a politician, because an everyday person, an everyday Joe, if he's going to appeal to the people, that's going to be a natural thing. His spirit, his personality, all that's going to be a natural thing. This guy is asking him, or he's requesting or wanting to see him turn into a politician, because that's what politicians do. Everything he named on here is a politician. That's not an everyday person who appeals to the people and can get the job done. Those are two different things. That's what I'm getting from this. This is creating and building and molding a politician, not a person who's not only going to be a mayor candidate, but a person that's approachable, a person that you can go talk to. I'm not getting that out of him. I don't know Mr. Lorenzo personally. I have had conversations with him. I don't know him personally, but I just think all this is kind of suspicious to me. And to each his own, everybody can run. I'm not saying you qualify, run. But what I'm saying is, you guys keep in mind that there is a previous relationship between the mayor and Mr. Davis. Okay. As far as him having a contract with the city, those type of connections, and I'm not saying that him and the mayor are good buddies or anything like that, but I'm a skeptical person. You've been here as long as you've been here. You've watched that mayor not do his job. But you were contracted, so you couldn't say anything, maybe during that time. But still in all, my thing is, I watch those I tell you guys that, I told you a long time ago, I watch connections. I'm a connection. I'm a connect the dot, put people together type of situation. Because everybody can know everybody. You're in a small town. You're in Alexandria. Okay, so people are going to be connected, but I watch you on other levels, not on just on the personal your interpersonal, your communication. I watch everything you do and who you surround yourself with. And when I see the connections keep connecting back to Jock, it makes me think. It makes me think differently about you. So my thing is, this guy wants to build when you say build a bear, he wants to build a politician and not a mayor. That's what I'm looking at from what I'm reading here.
Well, I mean, wouldn't a mayor technically be a politician? You're saying that he wants to give off the facade of he wants to build and then, the thing is, it's scary because we're so close to qualifications. And
yes.
Yeah.
So, and I like what Mr. Gregory Scott said too. He said the thing is, people can see through all the Maybelline fakeness being too rehearsed. It's best to use that's right, to be yourself. I also don't know him personally. Just saying. No, you're correct with what you're saying. You're right. Because people are going to peep that out of you. When you're not the same person you was before, and all of a sudden you got a life coach, and you got people coaching you to do these certain things, and people gonna pick that up automatically. They'll pick that up about you. They'll see that you've changed. So are you really doing this because you believe in serving the people, or are you doing this because you know it's going to get you a spot in the mayor's seat? So yeah, all those things take into consideration when it comes to running. I'm just curious. Not to say anybody can't run, right? I'm just saying it's just curious that you have a connection with him and you getting in the race. That's all. That's all. That's what I'm saying. I'm putting it out there.
Let me say this, right? And mind you, I'm being very, very, very purposeful in my words and how I'm expressing this. right? So before I go off into the abyss with my point of view,
Lorenzo Davis Sr. is the first candidate to throw his hat into Alexandria's mayoral race. The local businessman made the announcement this month ahead of the November election. Davis said his message to voters is simple. He wants residents to feel heard and included in the decision-making process. He said his platform is built around making people feel like their voices matter.
People want a voice. People won't change. They realize they haven't had it in a long time. So they won't change, and they want to feel like that they matter. So in this administration, everyone's going to matter. So my platform is everyone matters. My platform is simply, let's fix what's broken.
Davis previously ran for mayor in 2022, receiving just over 4% of the vote. Qualifying for the November 3rd election is scheduled for August 5th through 7th. We will update you should additional candidates enter the race.
now I gotta ask, what is this platform that we're talking about?
He just said people want change. He didn't go deep into it. And he sound like a preacher. And I'm gonna tell you right now, to each his own, because I gotta say that in respect to everybody who don't believe like I believe. That preacher stuff, I'm not moved by that. Just a citizen.
First candidate to throw his hat
If
into
I was in there.
race. The local businessman made the announcement this month ahead of the November election. Davis said his message to voters is simple. He wants residents to feel heard and included in the decision-making process. He said his platform is built around making people feel like their voices matter.
People want a voice. People won't change. They realize they haven't had it in a long time. So they won't change, and they want to feel like that they matter. So in this administration, everyone's going to matter. So my platform is everyone matters. My platform is simply, let's fix what's broken.
Now, all right. So the importance of being a candidate, right? Every time you have the opportunity to lay out your ideas, especially when you're choosing to do so this early, when you're choosing to say that you're running this early, you're gonna need more meat on the bone, pause, than just change and everybody matters. Because you're gonna need something tangible. And at this point, you don't have any tangibles, don't do any interviews. It's just my personal opinion. Don't do any interviews. Even if his intentions are good, do y'all feel part of his mistake both times was announcing too soon, giving Jacques room to find his vote splitters and a lack of clear platform? This is the same issue that we came across last time. I've been looking for the mayoral, it was a mayoral candidates symposium that they did at the Coughlin Sanders Museum when Jacques won in 2020, right? And Mr. Davis was up there, Catherine Davidson was up there, Jacques was up there. It was another fella up there. And I was taking notes. I remember this distinctly. I was taking notes, and the main note that I got was that there was no message. When you get, say for instance, we're in the middle of a mayoral forum, and there's something about the budget, right? Something specific about the budget. The question gets asked. You can't give the people want change answer. That is not an answer. You have to have some type of meat on that bone. Pause. right? You have to have it. And that's what the same thing that I got last time. I'm getting the same. I'm getting flashbacks. I'm having a deja vu moment, right? So I don't know, folks. Nat always talks about one good candidate. And again, announcing early can be detrimental. Announcing too early can be detrimental. Because at this point, the Jock has the upper hand. He does. He can rally around freezing him out or trying to add another voter or add another candidate to be a bloat splitter, which I'm not saying it makes the Black community decision even harder. However, I doubt that you'll see another white candidate enter into this mayor's race. I doubt it. And if they do, I don't know. I just doubt it. I seriously doubt it. Because we just don't see it. We just don't see it. Last time Jock ran against a white lady who had the support of some of the people in the Black community. You had two Black men, and that's how Jock run. You split the Black vote, you split it as many ways as you can. That's how you diminish the voting power. You know, and guess what? Jock walked right. I'm talking about he moonwalked into that office. And nobody caught on. Right? And by all means, again, if you can qualify and you have the ideas, you need to have it all mapped out by now. Because when Jock was running, let me tell you something. 100 days, well, Jock had his 100-day plan mapped out a year before he ever qualified. Think about that. Jock had the restore plan already locked in place a year before he ran. So, by comparison, if Mr. Davis was Jock, right, and KLAB came to interview Jock, who was running, do you think Jock would have gave a people need change answer? No, not at all. You have to rise to the level of the competition if you want to win, right? And those instructions that the guy left, right, is still not going to be enough to topple this oligarch that we got in this office. You're going to need ideas. You're going to need a plan. And if you don't have one, you're not the candidate. You're not. You're not. Because you're asking people to give you their vote based on the support of you as a person and not you as a candidate. Right? Because again, you're giving us this less talk, more action Reddick thing. That's what I'm getting. That's the idea that I'm getting. The less talk, more action means a million different things. And there's no direct message or no direct anything tied to it. And it's harmful rhetoric overall. Because people, especially Black people, want to be behind a candidate. They of course they don't want Jock, but you have to be able to offer them something. You have to be able to offer them tangibles. You have to stay dangerous. And when you're not, you're gonna get 4% of the vote. And that 4% could mean the difference between Jock walking back in and you taking those potential numbers from someone else that could clearly beat Jock in other, if it was a one-on-one race, could clearly beat him. Right now, I hope Mr. Davis understands. Listen, this is Alexandria politics. This is a unicorn. And you, in order to reverse everything that's going on, you're going to need better than that. We're going to need a better candidate than that. Me personally, I'm going to need somebody with some tangibles. And knowing that you're a Christian and knowing that, you're all this and that does not move the ball forward. Because being a Christian is not going to help us get the budget back under control. It's not. Being a church-going Christian is not going to help us with this utility crisis. It's not. It's not.
What's so crazy, I'm glad you're saying that, because what's so crazy is I don't know why our religion preference has anything to do with the job. And I know I'm saying that in a way that I do know. We think that it makes it more plausible for us, quote unquote, to vote for a Christian than it is for someone who just wants to make sure the job gets done. Because for some reason, we think that people who don't believe like Christians do don't love, don't care, don't cherish, don't do all those things. So lots of times, sometimes, not lots of times, sometimes being a Christian is really not a flex. I'll be honest with you. Because people who want to see a job done, they're not concerned about how you believe. But it's a feel of familiarity type thing that happens. I feel more comfortable because you're a Christian like me. But I question that because I don't think my personal religion affiliation is important if I'm telling you that I have an opportunity to fix the problems of the city. And to me, yep, exactly. Yep, mega Republicans claim, and that's why I'm saying you're right on it, because that's the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying. I think we need to come out of that and just do the doggone job. You understand what I'm saying? Come out of that, get the people behind you, and get the job done. Now, people who believe like you on that personal basis, and you don't want to affiliate that with the job that you need to get done, they're not going to want to deal with you, and that's fine. But I think we should keep religion out of just trying to make sure everybody is included in getting things done. Everybody who is in need of help in their communities get that help. It shouldn't be based off of your religious affiliation. That's my take with that.
Okay. Now I'm gonna okay. So I saw a video Mr. Porter put out where he talked in depth about this, and I recommend everybody go to Mr. Porter's page and listen to and watch his video of the breakdown of this.
And early voting begins on June 12th for the June 27th election. Several races are now heading into a runoff after the May 16th election. Here's a glimpse at what you can expect on your ballot. In every parish, voters will decide in the party primaries for the U.S. Senate. Democratic candidates Gary Crockett and Jamie Davis are facing off, and Republican candidates John Fleming and Julia Letlow are going head-to-head. Over in Vernon Parish, voters will choose between James Jim Shapkoff and LaFonda Stelly in the mayoral race for the city of Leesville. Also up for grabs are District 2 and 3 councilman seats in Leesville and the seat for councilman at large in DeRidder. Over in Rapides Parish, voters will choose the District 5 council member for the city of Pineville. For more information on the upcoming election, head over to Links on 5 tab over on our website.
Now, that being said, right? That being said, that is a very broad stroked overview of what we can expect. Now, this hold on. Now, this is a breakdown.
Folks, this is Gerber Porter. So if I'm coming to you on a video, you know what time it is. That's right, it's election time. So we have an election June the 27th, 2026. And if you live in Louisiana, particularly Rapides Parish, specifically City of Alexandria, this information will pertain to you. Those of you outside of this area, you may find some value in it as well. So, our illustrious president, recognizing that he had taken a monstrous dump in his lunch pail, he contacted Jeffrey Landry, governor of Louisiana, and said, hey, I need you to redraw district maps, and I need you to implement a party primary system because we, the MAGA Republicans, might lose the Congress. Okay, Jeffrey Landry, being the boot-licking, butt-kissing person that he is, he followed suit, he did that. And so Louisiana now has a party primary. And the May election was the first part of that. And then June is the runoff. So this June 27th election is part of this new implementation of a party primary election system in Louisiana. You see, prior to that, all candidates of all parties would run in the same race. And if one candidate did not receive 50% of the vote plus one, there was no clear-cut winner. And the two highest vote getters would advance to a runoff. Well, that's no longer the case anymore. So the Republicans, they were concerned that if we use the same system in Louisiana that we always use, that Democrats and independents would vote for someone other than the MAGA Republicans. And therefore, no MAGA Republicans would advance, which means they would lose. And this is for statewide elections. This is for Congress. So the result is, let's put in a party primary system, and that party primary system would ensure that a Republican, a MAGA Republican, would advance to the general election on November 3rd. All right, so that's where we are now. We are in the runoff of the party primary election. Now, for those of you that vote Democratic, we have the United States Senator, okay? And I'm encouraging you to vote for Jamie Davis. Crockett is a good fellow, but I think Jamie Davis would be the better choice, okay? Now, if you're in Rapides Parish, we have 4 tax propositions on the ballot. Now, why would tax propositions show up in an obscure election that was never planned before in June? Bells, whistles, sirens, lights, things should be going off in your head because we never had these June elections before. And now that we do, how is it 4 of these parish-wide propositions show up? So the sheriff wants to renew a 15-year tax proposition 3.5 years early. This current tax proposition that we're under, it doesn't expire until the end of December 2029. He wants to renew it 3.5 years early. Why is that? Vote no on that. Come to the table over the next 3.5 years, talk to the citizens. Let's figure out what you've done, what you haven't done, what we want you to do with the money, and what we don't want you to do with the money. Come have a conversation with us. Don't slip this in under the cover of night. You're trying to hoodwink us. You're trying to bamboozle us. You're trying to stick a banana in our tailpipes. We're not going to fall for it. Not this time. Okay? Vote no on the sheriff's law enforcement parish-wide tax proposition. We got 3.5 years to talk this out. Now, the school board has put in 3 tax renewal propositions. 3. And 2 of them are virtually identical. Now, the problem with that is, under Donald Trump and Elon Musk, they pretty much gutted the federal Department of Education. So we're not going to see funds coming from that, from the federal government. And then Jeffrey Landry followed suit, the boot-licking, butt-kissing person he is. Donald Trump did it, he did it. So he cut funding to the Louisiana Department of Education. And when he did that, he also increased funding to the voucher program. That's to take students from public schools and allow them to go to a private school. But get this, the amount of the voucher is more money than what the public schools would receive if that student was attending public school. Make it make sense. It's crazy. You're going to take money out of public education, give it to private, and you're giving them more than what you would normally give us? Oh, hell no. Vote no on these school board propositions because the federal government and the state government is pushing more and more of the costs for education down to the parish level. Okay, if they're going to do that, we need to reset. We have to push the reset button. We have to unplug this whole system. Pull the plug on it. Let's come to the table and let's decide how we're going to do this. We have to operate with less money. We have to pay more of the cost ourselves. Let's decide what is the best way to go forward. Let's not just throw money at the problem, because if we approve this, we approved it for the next 10 years. So we're stuck with it for the next 10 years. So let's not do that. The money's drying up from the federal level and the state level. That means we have to bear the brunt of the cost of education. Let's get involved. Let's decide how we're going to do this. Let's not just give them another 10 years of this money because they'll just go on doing the same thing they've always done. We can't continue that way. We have to reset. We have to pull the plug. We have to come to the table. We have to go back to the drawing board on this. Vote no on the 3 school board propositions. So voting's important. It's so important that we change our culture around voting. We need to vote in every single election from here until the end of time, because democracy is being dismantled. It was only 60 years ago we got the right to vote. They are dismantling that in broad daylight in front of our eyes. So if you have not been voting, and then 20 years from now you decide, I don't like what's going on, I need to go vote and change this, well, guess what? You won't be able to vote. They would have dismantled that by then. We would be back to the 1960s. So you must get there and vote. And you must make sure everybody that's in your sphere of influence, everybody you're connected to, if they're eligible to vote, make sure they're registered to vote. And once they're registered to vote, make sure they vote. Don't just sit at home and say, yeah, I'm registered. No, get out and vote. And when they go vote, they have to vote in our best interests. It's that important. Otherwise, guess what? We're back to chains. We're back to working the fields. We're back to picking cotton. 12 years a slave. If you don't get out there and vote, okay, it's important. Now, for those of you from my generation, you may have a mail-in ballot. Now, they made this very difficult, okay? It was never this complicated. So let's look at this. This mail-in ballot, this is not junk mail. Don't cast that out. They got it blue and white, look like something from an insurance company, and you would normally just toss that in the trash. So you get all sorts of things in here. You get a very good instruction letter. And don't throw this out. Keep this because it explains how to fill out your ballot. Okay, it's front and back. So it's a lot to it. Now, you also get the important part of this, which is your actual ballot. And this ballot is what you fill out. This is your vote. Okay? So we need to vote. And as I mentioned earlier, vote for Jamie Davis for senator if you're Democrat. Vote no on all of the parish-wide amendments. So you fill this out and you use a black pen, a blue pen, or a heavy lead pencil, and you fill in the little ovals. Now, once you've done that, you also have in here 3 envelopes. You got envelope number 1, okay? All right, you have envelope number 2. All right, and you have envelope number 3. All right, so they're making this very difficult. So let's just go through it, and it's all in instructions. For envelope 1, once you've completed your ballot, you filled in your ovals, you put your ballot into envelope number 1 and you seal it. Okay? Now, after having done that, you take envelope number 1, yes, I know, and you put it into envelope number 2. All right, and you seal it. Now, on envelope number 2, there are yellow highlighted areas. You must fill that in, and you must get a witness. And your instruction sheet guides you through that. This is a very good instruction sheet. And your witness must be over the age of 18. Now, once you've done that and you filled everything out, seal it, and you put it into envelope number 3. Yeah, I know this is crazy, but supposedly this will eliminate the non-existent voter fraud that takes place in our elections. I served as a commissioner, a poll commissioner for 10 years. There is no voter fraud. This is nonsense. However, to get your vote counted, if you're voting by mail, you must comply with this. So once you've done that and you sealed it, because you got 3 envelopes and this is heavier, a regular stamp will not cover the cost of postage. So you will have to add additional stamp, okay? And so if you mail it, allow 5 days for it to reach. You need to mail it 5 days before the election so that it'll get to the voter registrar's office in time and get counted. Okay? So there we have it. That's how you do the voter mail by voting. Okay. So, folks, I appreciate you. I know I went long-winded, but it's very important information. So thank you for listening. And I certainly hope that you change the culture and the culture around you about voting. We need to vote in every single election, and we need to vote for our best interests. Someone has to stand up for Alexander. I'm doing it. I cannot stand alone. I need you to stand with me. Stand up for yourself, stand up for your family, stand up for our community. And in the immortal words of Martin Luther King, a man cannot ride your back unless it's bent. So stand up and stand straight. Thank you for listening. Go vote.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. So Ms. Linda Bell said, wow, that's freaking unbelievable. I know. I know. They're expecting a lot of people to not follow those directions. That's why I'm glad Mr. Porter made that video, because, man, 3 envelopes, 2 stamps, witness. I mean, yeah, it's like one of those puzzles you got to do before you get into a website. You know? Exactly. Thank you, Mr. Porter. You know. So back to the conversation about serving the public. That was a public service announcement. It really was. In all senses of the word, right? Because that is serving the public and making the public aware of what's happening. So when those questions come up about who should I vote for, or what should I vote for, or what should I vote on, that's a breakdown you can always go back and visit leading up to June 27th. I think early voting has already started, if I'm not mistaken. So you can always go back and refer to that if you need a deeper explanation. It's on Mr. Porter's page, right? So you can go over there and refresh yourself, you know, and you can follow step by step, which is exactly what I would do. Qualifications for the mayor's race start in August. It was in July, but now it's August. It's the first week of August, if I'm not mistaken. Right? So that being said, you know, we gotta have one good candidate. We got to. We gotta have somebody that has the teeth to go in and literally bare knuckle brawl over these votes. You gotta have a solid something. You gotta have something tangible people can hold on to. If you don't, you're missing an opportunity. You know, if you don't, then you're not prepared for the multi-layered levels of confrontation and obstacles that lay ahead. Having a candidate that can't be gaslit or manipulated by Jock is helpful. It's probably one of the most helpful tools that a candidate running against Jock can have. Don't let him, you know, we can't have nobody that's going to bend to the will. You know, Roosevelt Johnson, by the way, he ran against Jock. Then they became good friends. Such good friends that Jock supported him running for at large and other positions, kind of like what he's doing for Gary Johnson. Now, I'm not saying that that's what's happening, but I am saying that we need to be aware of it and we need to be on the lookout for it, because it might not be Mr. Davis. Jock might get spooked and just throw somebody random in there, put a little bit of money in their coffers or their campaign funds just to further split the black vote. But, you know, one wrong move and Jock walks right back in. And he does it without a runoff, simply because we didn't do our due diligence as a voter base, and we didn't decide on one good candidate. So, you know, being friends with somebody is cool. It's great. Loving somebody because of their personality or because of their because of their relationship, great. Does it work in politics? No. No. We learned that with Reddix. You know, and that's how we got Malcolm back, because we learned our lesson. Right? So the voters' acumen in Alexandria is improving. It is. You guys are requiring a lot more from these folks that say they want to run. You are. But we also got the contingency of people that's not getting out to vote. Oh, it's one strong candidate, not one good candidate, one strong candidate. We got to have somebody that can get in there and box with Jock. Because Jock's going to do what he always does. He's going to dance around. He's going to try to, a couple quick jabs here, some off the wall remarks there, some microaggressions here. You know what I mean? Reignite this, reignite that. You notice that he's not talking about the restore plan anymore. He's not trying to hang his hat on that, because that got a bad, you know what I'm saying? He walked in with restore. He's trying to walk out with reignite. There's a lot of re-reing going on. And if it was done right the first time, he wouldn't have to re-shit, if you ask me. But that's just my opinion. You're going to need somebody that knows Jock is weak and where he's weak at. It's not a game. Y'all could get 4 more years of this abuse if you don't pick the right candidate. And I know I know that candidate is out there. That candidate is probably watching right now. And I want you to know, when it comes out and we do the research, and we gonna know you when we see you, baby. That's all I'm gonna say. We're gonna know you when we see you. And we're gonna align. Right? We're gonna support. We're gonna do what the voters are gonna do. They're gonna rally around one strong candidate. Just one. That's how you get around the vote splitting. Find one strong candidate. One. And again, we're not telling you who to vote for, but if you're familiar with half of what we say and what we do on this show, on this podcast, and what we stand for, if we down with it, that's what we highly recommend and that we very much so are gonna get behind. We're gonna push. We can't just tell you to look for one strong candidate and just leave you out like a windsock. Like, oh, wait a minute, which one is which? No, we're going to help you identify. We're going to help you identify. Again, Mr. Porter hit it right on the head. It's time to stand up. It is. It's time to stand up. Like look what Brother Nat said. We can do it. We can. We can. This collective that we built, this group of this audience that we built, where we getting 2,000 and 3,000 views. I know a lot of them ain't in Alexandria, but 2,000 or 3,000 views, that's a third of Alexandria. That's a third of the electorate. That's enough people that know about what we're doing. And that's just the ones on Facebook and YouTube. Wait till the word spreads and we start, the motion really starts going. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it because we're going to motivate you guys to make sure that whatever it is that you're standing behind is firm and it's solid. It's not wishy-washy. It's tangible, if you will. That's what you need. You need tangibles. We need white folks get in these offices, and when they get into these boardrooms, they don't walk out of these boardrooms with an idea. They walk out with a tangible. Don't sell yourself short. Don't sell yourself short. Ms. McCall, you got anything you want to add?
No, I got what you're saying. You're telling what you're saying is very much on point. Is what I should have said. You have to walk in the room and walk out of there with something. And like you said, the ideal that what's been done in the past, it's not what's going to be working going forward when it comes to candidates, when it comes to people vetting people and knowing what they want. And I've said this before, we talk about Alexandria a lot. We talk about Alexandria mainly because it's a majority Black city. Well, that's why I talk about it. And I know that there's Black cities across America that are very progressive. Every city has a bad part to it. Doesn't mean that you have to capitalize on the bad part. What you can do is you can fix those bad parts and make them where they become part of everyone else. And that's the issue with a lot of places that are majority ran by white candidates or white mayors or white government, simply because they do not want everyone to be on an even keel. They do not want everybody on an equal platform, where, not to say that everybody is going to be, everything is going to work, but majority of it can work. And it can work where we all have the same privileges and the right of the city itself. A city can't grow and can't be progressive unless it involves everyone. And the mayor cannot be a mayor unless he involves everyone. And that's the issue. Is like whenever we have an issue, all we do is complain. Well, my answer to that is, well, then you fix what we're complaining about. Then there won't be a complaint. We understand everybody cannot be satisfied. That is a well said format. But you have to at least attempt to help as many people as you can help. And fix the problem. It's not really directly helping people. It's the situation people are in, the environments that they're in, the communities that they're in, that's not fixed. So it's really not the people, it's the situation you have them in. People work hard every day. They come home and they're responsible to get trash out the drainage in the streets so that when it rains, right, it don't flood. And why are we dealing with flooding? if our drainage system should have been fixed. Because I hear this, oh, you need to keep your leaves out the drains. But that's on the street. That's not in my yard. That's in the streets. So why is it my responsibility to get leaves out of the drainage? It's not the street is the street, right? And isn't that the street belongs to the city itself? Don't we pay people to clean out the drainages? So why are you expecting me to do it if around my house is clean and I still get flooded out because the streets are not cleaned? And because people come and complain about that, it's a problem. Well, you create a way that will never be a problem again the first time by fixing whatever keeps everything clogged in the streets. So it's simple solutions to simple problems. And people do get tired. They do get exhausted from saying these things over and over again. Nobody is listening. So the job never gets done. So that has to change. If you call yourself wanting to run, you got to get in there and you got to look at the plans of this whole system in Alexandria. What is working and what is not working. Sit down with your engineers, sit down with your water people, whatever, your drainage boards. Find out why this situation keeps happening in the same areas over and over again. And then fix it. Don't patch it, but fix it. If it costs for Reignite not to happen, to fix the drainage in the city, then do that. So I maybe it's simple to me because I'm on the outside. But a lot of these problems have simple solutions. We've set up here on this show many a day coming up with solutions of things that's happening in Alexandria. And they're not hard. But if you're not interested in fixing something and you love the idea that you can tread people who are hardworking and trying to make a living for themselves, and you tread them through the system as far as when you talk about utilities and all these other things, because everybody can't afford everything now. The jobs are not there. And what they make, it has to maintain everything else. So why are you making everybody else's life miserable? Why not fix the problem? That's it. Fix it. Go ahead, Nat. I'm sorry. I got on my little diatribe.
Yes, ma'am. Well, why do I care about where you live at? You live in the slums.
Yeah.
You live in places
right.
I'll never go. You live in places I don't even know exist that in the city limits, according to Jim Ballard. You live in a place where I don't even know who played at the baseball field in District 3. So what do I care about you flooding? If we can't get a grant to fix your problem, then your problem's ready to fix. We know you pay taxes. We don't give a damn about you paying taxes. That's going to the other side of town. We take your money and fix the other side of town, and whatever happened to you happens. So all this stuff, what they talking about, oh, well, we give the citizens a platform to talk. I've seen many people talk every city council meeting there is so far for the last 5 years. And I ain't seen no justice. Talking don't mean a damn thing if you ain't doing nothing.
That's right. That's right.
They want to give us a pacifier. They want to give us a Harriet Tubman $20 bill. See, and guess what? The Harriet Tubman $20 bill, we only making $7.25 an hour. So what good is that? We got to work 3 hours to get that $20 bill. So what I'm saying is, they'd rather pacify us and tell us, oh, just let them talk. They're going to be all right. Just let them talk. And nothing never gets done. That's disrespectful. We, in these areas of town, they tell us to make sure that our drainage are clean, but they only tell people that in District 1, 2, and 3. They don't have to say that in District 4 and 5. And guess what? They don't have to say the Johnny Downs either because they got a modern, up-to-date drainage system where the water goes underground as soon as it hits the ground. So do they really care about District 1, 2, and 3? No, they don't. Because if you go out there and hurt yourself while you're trying to fix that drain or keep that drain clean, you twist the ankle or break a leg, you can't sue the city. They're going to say, well, that's the city problem. You shouldn't have been out there. You see how that goes, Nicole?
Yeah.
They're going to say that's the city problem and you shouldn't have been out there.
Yeah.
You see,
Yeah.
it's only a community thing when you want us to do your job.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's when it's a community thing. Where the community need to keep their drainage clean.
So, you know what I think would be very productive? This is just a suggestion. I think the citizens of the city that has drainage problems should start going to these drainage board meetings. I don't know when they are, but I think they should start attending if they're open to the public, that they need to start going to because you know what I'm very curious of, you guys? I'm curious to see the map of how the drainage system is set up. And the reason why I say that, and then with Mr. Porter sitting on the drainage board, for him to break it all the way down to us and show us on here or, you know, wherever, and show us where the problem is. Because he's already talked about the solution of how to get rid of the rain. I think that would be very interesting to do, is to have this conversation, or go to somebody, you know, a group of people. You need somebody from each district that flood. I'm talking about the flooding districts. Anybody who take in water. I would love to see them go to one of their meetings and ask several questions about how the drainage system is set up. I think that would be very interesting, because let me say this about us as people. We're going to have to start being more involved in the problems that are happening in our area. And I'm not saying,
hold on. Let me say this. I want to play this clip, and I want y'all to kind of grasp what you're saying.
Okay.
And put it together.
Okay.
We want to progress our community. We should hope that we have more Russell Wilsons than Futures, who's infantilized. Future's still trying to be a young Jim Jones, infantilized. That's the goal of the system, is to keep you young minded. Because if you stay young minded, then you stay out of grown folk business. Because you know what grown folks do? Build communities, build systems, build structures. Same structures and systems that got your stupid ass in your 40s thinking about who are real and who not. Who give a If we want to progress our community.
He talked about staying out of grown folk business, right?
Yeah.
That reminded me of when people would say, oh, them people gonna do what they gonna do anyway. That reminds me of I don't know why I need to get out and vote. Them white folks just gonna do what they gonna do anyway. You know, it's a young mindset of you not being able to impact your community.
Exactly.
And that's what I feel this administration does, and to some certain extent, that's what I feel like the council does.
They perpetuate that same mindset.
Because when we come up there with facts, stats, and opinions that are based in those facts, what do? Disregard them.
Yep.
What is Cynthia get up there and say? Oh, okay, yeah. What does Jock tell them? Oh, we don't answer questions. So this perpetuation of this, it has to change. It has to change if you want to. If it's one thing to, and I feel like the brother Davis made the one mistake that that black people running against Jock make. And that's that inclusive shit about everybody.
Yep. Every time.
And everybody don't need help.
That's right.
Everybody's drainage ain't jacked up. Everybody's water not brown.
That's right.
Everybody is not underneath the poverty line. It's just a few of us. Well, it's just it's us that's below the poverty. That's living below the poverty line. Everybody is not. You have to be willing to say the thing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to laugh. But let me go back on me. Miss Bell, you better behave yourself.
Nope, that's what it gets you put on the big screen.
It's a running joke in our class.
Oh, okay. Right. They're not actively listening to the people that put them in office. Because I tell you this, everybody's not having these issues. Everybody does matter. In the most broadest sense of the word, everybody does matter. But the people that are being affected by the issues isn't everybody. Talk to them. You need them to show up for you. Everybody's not going to show up for you. Hence the 4%. So when your platform is everybody and we need to change, that's hollow at best.
Exactly.
Everybody is supposed to matter. True. They do matter. But these folks that's hurting,
they matter most to me.
They matter. They matter. I'm not going to say they matter more, but their issues are a little bit more prevalent, a little bit more pertinent.
Exactly.
Than everybody else's.
Exactly. And that's why I say it's important that they do find out, get the map of the city of Alexandria and have somebody explain how the system works. Don't try to say that, oh, that's too complicated. You can't do that. It's too much going on. No. Explain to the ones who really want to know how the system works and why does my area gets water and that area over there doesn't. So what can we fix right now to make sure that my area doesn't get water every time it rains? That's all I want to know. I want my area to, if nothing else, make our area where we don't have to stress about having to buy a new car if it rains too hard. Or, it's this craziness, that stuff that can get fixed if they really, really want it to get fixed. And let me say this to you guys. We're not saying put everything on the city of Alexandria. We're saying the things that the city is responsible for them to be responsible for it. Everything else is really supposed to be on the community. But you can't do it with the community if the community is not built up in order to take the brunt of whatever needs to be done that the city doesn't do. So I think people are being more well educated. People are paying more attention and they want change, but they also have to be responsible too. Like you said, they have to be the grown-ups in the situation now.
Well, ma'am, you weren't saying that the other day when you was in the concert in the rain with King George. You didn't say nothing.
Okay, for one thing, I don't go to crowds like that. I don't support stuff like that.
Listen, ma'am.
Okay.
Your people
I live in the project
outside.
I live in the project in Pineville. And Pineville takes care of us if we need something. I just want to let you know that.
People from District 1, 2, and 3 was outside partying in the rain, and I didn't hear no complaints about nobody. Y'all weren't complaining about water then.
But you got to remember.
Y'all weren't complaining about power.
But remember what we said. You stay out of grown folks' what? Business. Right?
And that's why they treat you like a child.
That's
See what I'm saying? So they give you they give you that party so you can stay out of grown folks'
Grown
business.
folks' business. That's right. You right.
Yeah.
You 100% correct.
I give you King George as long as you don't come to the city council meeting.
Exactly.
You
Gotcha.
see, I'll give you King George as long as you don't raise no hell. I'll give you a party as long as you don't say nothing. I'll let your kids play on Fridays in different parks every other Friday as long as you don't raise no hell.
That's right. That's right.
As long as you be complacent about what I'm doing. As long as you praise me and let me take a picture with your child.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they give us all this stuff right here just to make sure we don't get it wrong from business. Ain't that something?
Yeah, you know,
Give us all this.
You know what? We need to start a series. Stay out of grown folk business.
Yeah.
That's what we need to do.
It's grown folk business.
It's not a grown folk business.
Yeah.
You see, because as long as you pacified, you're not gonna listen, y'all. Today I saw my grandbaby, right? And y'all saw the video. One of my grandbabies. And my grandbaby, when he wants something, just give him pacified. Yeah, he gonna pacify, pop off and get pacified. Now that pacifier don't do nothing to him but ease his pain for the moment. And he still got the same old problem he had before I gave him the pacifier. That's what the citizens should understand. Y'all get pacified with a King George concert. Outside in the rain. Ain't that something? And guess what? You live in the slums, so I hope you got some insurance. So when you do go to the hospital, you know what's going on, Tavares?
As a slight pivot to the left, right? I've been watching Clay Kane. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him, but he has a co-host named Reese Colbert. And this I'll just play the clip.
Ben, first time caller.
Hey, Clay, thanks a lot for taking my call. I am 70 years old, conservative, devout Republican, white guy. And my first comment is I've never heard such vulgar coming out of a female's mouth in my life. And Reese, every other sentence is a cuss word. So that very offensive. It may not bother you.
If it's so offensive, then why are you calling in? And why did you wait 17 minutes to say that? And you announced that you are a white guy, very conservative Republican. And we just broke down the racism from your party that's trying to erase the history of Black people, that's making disgusting comments about Michelle Obama, that's made disgusting comments about Barack Obama, that celebrates the Confederacy and puts up a photo of an image of Robert E. Lee with the enslaved person behind him at West Point. And you want to call in and complain about cursing? You've been waiting on this line for 17, 18 minutes, and that's your default to go to? Are you worried about your own president cussing, who has said the F word in interviews? Are you worried about that? Reese is not president of the United States.
Right. What's his name?
Ben, South Carolina. Ben.
Ben, did it offend you that a fuckface got up there in the White House and called Michelle Obama a man? Did that offend you?
No, because I think it's true.
Of course it didn't offend you, you little raggedy dumbass bitch. So that just goes to show where your fucked up ass morals are. And so you being offended by me is a badge of honor I will fucking wear. I offend Ben. Good, bitch. Because motherfuckers like you need to know that Black women like me exist. That don't give a fuck about your little racist ass sensibilities. The same way that you don't give a fuck about Black people and our humanity. The same way you don't give a fuck about Michelle Obama's humanity is the same way I don't give a fuck about you and your stupid ass bitch ass opinion. And so if you're offended, mission accomplished. Okay? Mission accomplished. So I don't give a fuck. You think I'm sitting up here for your enjoyment? I'm not. I genuinely don't care about offending you. As a matter of fact, I won't say I don't care. I'm happy that I offend you. I'm happy because the problem is y'all don't get offended enough. Y'all don't get shaken enough. You think that we're all just gonna sit up here and be meek and mountain turn a motherfucking chick, bitch? No, newsflash. Reese Colberts exist, and I'm not the only one, okay, who will cuss your ass out. Now go to the Patriot channel, bitch, where you belong, and go listen to whatever fuck stupid ass, goofy ass shit that you're not offended by, but you should be if you were a human being with any kind of decency, instead of being up here in black people business.
In essence, the purpose behind that clip was to let you know it's not everybody. Everybody is important, but these people don't give a damn about everybody. They don't care about everybody. They care about their people. They care about their feelings. They care about their Johnny Downs. They care about their District 4. They care about their historic district. They care about their District 5. They care about their new water pump station. They care about all the things that you don't have. They care about getting them. So it's really not about everybody. You think John gets up there and talks about everybody? No. Do you think Reignite is supposed to help everybody? Fuck no. It helps District 4, where it's based at. Where they gerrymandered you out of District 2 and 4. They moved the mall out of 2. They moved Walmart out of 2, and they moved it into 4 and made a whole project around it. So 40, 80, however millions of dollars go into District 4. That's the Reignite program. This park shit, that was supposed to be done anyway. That's why we have a Parks and Recreation budget.
Don't forget the pickleball court is right behind Boca High School.
Say that?
I said, don't forget about the $1 million pickleball court right behind Bolton High School.
Let me run this shit back.
While you're doing that real quick, let me say this. You know what? I think we had this conversation. The ideal that they're going to fix up 4, because all that's in 4. Majority of that is in 4. They're going to fix up 4, and that's going to connect to 5. Whatever 5 and 4, it's almost like they're doing this on purpose. And we got to understand. Right now, they don't think we matter. 2 and 3 and 1 don't matter to a certain extent. Certain parts of 1, because 1 has a medical part to it.
And 1 also has Johnny Downs.
And it has Johnny Downs. So there's parts of it that they do not care about. And that's why we have got to stand up. I say we, I'm saying as Black people, we have got to stand up and demand those things to happen in our neighborhoods. We got to get in grown folks' business, point blank.
I'm going to run this back. After the conversation and the conversation branches that we just had, I'm going to run this back because I played it at the beginning. And I want you guys to just pay attention. He said, when we said scale and speed, we meant it, right? What district is that in?
That's 4.
That's 4.
How much you say that cost?
That's 99200 something. That's almost $1 million.
$1 million.
Yeah.
What district is that?
Yeah, that's 4. That's 4. Right on the sign.
Yeah, that's 4.
I wonder how much that cost. What district is this?
I think that's 1. Is that 1?
Now compare what you just said.
Huh?
Go ahead. What you say, Nat?
No, go on, man. I'm listening. It's funny. Go on.
Right. Where did that come from?
Huh?
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You mean that's what they did? You mean to tell me this is all they did?
But okay, so where's this at?
That's the same part. That's Deborah Bowman.
But where's Deborah Bowman Park at?
Well, we don't know, but we know it's not in District 4.
Anybody in this chat know where this at? I've never even heard of it.
Hey, when I saw this, I said them look like fighting pits. You know where the people they do better knuckle crawling over there?
The seizure.
That's hard.
Seizure pits.
Yes. Okay, so where's this at?
This is Charles Smith Park. I'm assuming they just renamed it.
So anybody know where these parks at? Because I haven't heard of neither one of them parks.
Now, there goes Helen Black, right?
Okay, so Helen Black Park was already on the agenda to get fixed way before the Reignite even was in existence. So I don't know how it got part of it.
See, here's the thing.
Go ahead.
People don't know that, though, Miss McCall.
I know.
Uninformed people don't know that.
That's right. You're right.
Uninformed people don't know that he only gave $2.7 million to fix up 7 parks. They had the money to divide it. So they're thinking, oh, he's doing this for this. No, you're not getting a tenth of what them people getting on the other end because he don't think you're worth it.
That's right.
And y'all fighting over a damn park. And you want to put millions of dollars into parks and reignite, and you drinking brown water, look like coffee that come in your bathtub. And that's what you want to, man. If you're happy about it, well, God be with you. Hold on, Tawar.
Now, let's talk about Cheatham Park. Now, wasn't it said that it wasn't going to get fixed to 2030?
Oh no, this is just a park.
No,
I know.
Yeah,
that's a park.
I know.
See, the baseball complex, well, City Perry say, oh, they're going to renovate the baseball park in 2030. And when 2030 comes, they're going to take it 2040. And when 2040 comes, they're going to take it 2050. And your dumb ass is that damn believe it every time he tell you something. You goddamn fool. And see, that's what makes me so mad because you fall for anything. Jaguar's a pimp. He said, let me go up there and do the job. I'll do it for less money. If I can pimp them people up there, I'll do it for less money.
Yeah, because it don't take much to get them to agree to stuff he wants. It don't take much to get them to agree to stuff he wants. And they not getting nothing in return. They're not getting nothing in return.
So you guys might think we're being hypercritical of this reignite thing, but you guys aren't seeing the scam. For those of you that think we're being too critical. And if you're not seeing the scam, I can't make you see the scam. You're either being willfully obtuse or you're being willfully ignorant. But anybody that comes to you and says, hey, I got this great idea, it's going to help everybody in District 4. We're going to put all this money in District 4. He's not saying that part.
That's right.
We're going to do this, this, and this in District 4. But it's for the city, right? Stronger quality of life, stronger. See, they're trying to turn Man, if you compare what they did to Cheatham Park to what they did over there to that first park we looked at, where they dropped $1 million on pickleball and ski shooting and all whatever the hell else they got going on over there, they gave y'all walkways. They laid concrete out. They dug up dirt and laid out concrete. That's your improvement.
And you know what's so funny, Tavares? Y'all know what's so funny? When they get the pickleball court, you know what they're going when they get the pickleball court up and ready, they're gonna have little nigga kids out there taking pictures.
They gonna try to
saying,
they gonna try to get old people out there to do that. Yeah, they're gonna get old white
old
people.
kids. No. They're going to get black folks out there because they're gonna tell the black folks, hey, it benefits you also.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, they got a tournament.
Yeah,
Look, y'all, they got a tournament coming up. Did you hear them? Did you hear that?
A pickleball tournament?
Yeah, they got a pickleball tournament coming up.
See that? Now, how is that going to benefit people? How is that going to benefit the whole city?
I don't know. I don't know. It's a quality of life.
Quality of life. My God, today. Quality of life. So how this going to make some money?
Everything ain't go. He told you everything we spending money on ain't go back money.
Money? He already told you that.
That's exactly what he said. And see how black folks ain't following. See, we only get in trouble for what they say because we repeat exactly what he said.
He did say that.
And we do ain't gonna make no money.
Well, I'm quite sure the tournaments will be bringing in money. I mean, if they have, since they're having groups of people, so I'm quite sure for your group to be able to play pickleball, they'll have to pay, tournament fees, right?
That's gonna be. Let me tell you, gonna be playing that pickleball tournament. Rapids regional versus Cabrini. Yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah, Rapid, the police department versus the fire department. I see the writing on the wall already.
The sheriff's office versus Cabrini.
Exactly. Exactly. That don't benefit the whole city, but the people that it don't benefit will get mad at us because we telling you, hey, that don't benefit you at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta call Noah every time a hard rain comes.
Stay out of grown folks' business. That's all I'm just gonna tell you. Stay out of grown folks' business.
What they fall for?
Stay in your trail ride business. Stay in your partying business. That's all you need to do. Stay in your fighting business.
We do have an issue. We do have a small issue. It's not small at all. But just in time for election season, there's been a shooting over at Willow Glen. They call it a mass shooting, but Urban Cast sensationalizes things.
How many people got shot?
What happened?
At least 4 injured, 1 deceased, a suspect at large.
When did that happen?
Just now.
It was something happened earlier today too on Alma Street, right?
Oh no, this is 3 years ago. What the fuck? Sorry, Urban Cast. I threw that on you too fast. I did. I gave you grief too fast. I don't know how that popped up on my timeline.
Oh, Teresa Tarlin said Royal Martin versus Clico. She's stupid. That is hilarious. Oh my God, that's funny.
And y'all look to top it off, they're gonna have the people from the AI center to come out there and play.
It's gonna be the data center versus Clico.
Oh Lord have mercy.
Don't forget, it's gonna be the data center people versus the City of Alexandria employees.
Yeah. I see people don't see the game. People think, well, man, y'all just started this. No, show me where I'm lying at. Don't worry about the mess. Show me where I'm lying at. Show me where we're lying. They can't. Because they want to call your names, but they can't Can't prove that you're lying. Well, see, it only hurts them. That's what they fail to understand. It only hurts you guys. Because they're going to try to do everything they could to give you less as possible. And when they give you less as possible, you're going to be happy with it. And you're going to say, at least they're doing something. Now, you know, heard that before. Now, I don't know what I'm doing, but at least I'm doing something.
Doing something. And that's not how you do it. So that's why when people say stuff like that, like what somebody said earlier in their news, what's the name? It makes me think something. That's what it makes me think. It makes me think real hard.
June 23rd, 2026, 5:30 to 7 p.m. at Julius Patrick. They're going to have a town hall meeting. Okay. These town halls are starting to happen. I don't.
Who district is that?
It's
that's the boys.
Oh, okay.
It's hosted by Applied Digital. It's hosted by the. Oh, great. Attendees will get information about the project and have opportunity to participate in a question and answer session with Applied Digital representatives and local partners. Community input and engagement are important as we work together to understand the opportunities and considerations associated with this investment. The
Go ahead, Matt. What you was gonna say?
Them people don't care about nobody. They got enough money to buy the town of boys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They got enough money to buy the town of boys. They go pacify them to let them talk. You know, just like they do at the city council meeting. You know one thing? That should be that's a sign of disrespect. And if I ever go back up there again, I'm gonna let them know. Y'all set y'all ass up here and can't ask no questions. Why the hell we got you up there? You was talking a hell of a lot of sense when you wanted my vote. Now all of a sudden you can't say a damn thing. Okay, I tell you what, when election comes, remember, you didn't want to talk to me. Well, I don't want to talk to you. That's how it should go.
Yeah. You're right.
That's how I go. And since the parents want to follow the roles of Jack Roy, or Cynthia, you got to handle them strong. Cynthia, you got to be stern on them. Cynthia, don't get your ass whooped up there messing with people like that. Yeah, don't get your ass. Don't let one of the ladies drag you out there. Man, look here. You see, what? That's what he wants the handler to be rough on the slaves. Go on, Tavares. I'm sorry.
No, Nat, before Tavares come back. Remember when he said somebody was threatening somebody? Did you threaten? Did you threaten a city council person? We're gonna have to get you. We're gonna have to get you protection.
When you tell grown people that they can't talk to the people that elected them in the office, in the position, and if them grown people fall for that, they should be not elected again. They should not be elected now another time.
That's right.
You see,
that's right.
Because if you ask Jules Green a question, he gonna answer. He don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Jules will say, "He's an old man." You see, Malcolm will answer. But the thing is, what do we go and talk for? If you're not going to do a damn thing about it, but just look me in my face. And
that's right.
Listen, Mr. McCall, they called it in the all-white jury, Mr. McCall.
Uh-huh.
They look like an all-white jury up there just looking at you. So my word don't mean a damn thing. So when I go off, you want somebody to body slam me on the ground, see? Because see, that'll make me go off. That'll make me just go into a frenzy. Oh, you don't want to talk? F you, then F you, and F you too. Because what am I here for? Just to talk? That's disrespectful, Mr. McCall.
Yeah, it is with no solution. You're right. So
Gregory Scott noticed that Deborah Bowman Park is on Redwood Drive. It's the subdivision behind Lowe's.
Okay, so Lowe's.
Oh, I know what part they talking about. Yeah, I know what part they got a little part behind that.
Okay, so what district is that?
That should be District 2 or 3. Yeah, right off Stakes. You know what Stakes is, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Right on my
Yeah, I didn't know it was an apartment complex back. I mean, what's the name back there? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
It's an older neighborhood, ain't it?
yes, man.
Okay.
She said, "Fafo, around and find out."
Fuck around and find out. That's right.
We got YSKT is back on the horse. Glad to see that. They came out with an article from Michael Dot Scott. As of June 10th, 2026, Louisiana is known worldwide for being a laid-back, fun-loving place where people love to have a good time. And while this is true, we kind of have a Jekyll and Hyde thing when it comes to good times versus crime in the Pelican State. The number 3 most violent city in Alexandria is Alexandria, 1,972 crimes per 100,000 people. We don't have 100,000 people. With a population of 47,000, residents are experiencing 5.4 violent crimes and 14 property crimes every day.
Then population number is way off.
Yeah.
It's actually, it'll make it look worse because there's less people. So yeah, that's gonna make it look worse.
All right. So this city has been led under the tutelage of Jock Roy, including Jeff Hall's administration. I don't care what you say.
Yeah, it's all the same.
This has all been under the tutelage and the leadership of Jock Roy. And he won't say nothing about this. He'll get what's the police chief name?
Gremlin.
Gremlin?
Yeah.
He'll get Gremlin up there and they'll parade him around, give him an award for the most improved. Well, no, according to the statistics, nah. And I'm not going to say he didn't deserve the award, but I'm just saying the stats say he don't deserve the award. Statistically, he doesn't deserve it.
Well, who was in charge before him? Now you got to remember, he just came in.
Well, the police chief before him was the guy that Jock removed and put him in place of.
I know, but wasn't Jared King the police chief?
Well, after Jared King was
what's his name? I forgot he retired.
Ronnie Howard.
Yeah.
Right. And what did Jock tell you 4 years ago when he took office? He said, "Yeah, I'm giving Ronnie Howard a more important job than police chief." And you haven't heard from him since, have you?
I haven't seen him or heard from him.
That boy was down there watching buses. He the bus watcher. Downtown. He the bus watcher. In that little thing, he was like top flight security.
The world,
Yeah.
Craig.
That's what it was.
Of the world, Craig.
Not top flight. You wrong.
Well,
You
see,
wrong.
this is what I'm pointing at. Is that all of this is what Jock has done to the city.
Yeah. Yep. You're right.
He's done this to y'all. So we're past the part of saying that he has to go, right?
Yeah.
Now we're
Yeah.
back to one strong candidate. And so far, the only other person that has come out and announced it is Mr. Davis. Do you think Mr. Davis
Is a one strong candidate?
everybody is important and everybody needs to be? Do you think he has the approach or a plan to mitigate this?
Do I think, or you just asking in general? You should have put a poll together.
Okay, well, I can't put a poll together based on that, because we can only go based on what he said so far, and we can kind of.
What has he done?
Yeah, well, there you go.
What has he done? Give me something to compare with. Give me something.
That
Give
he
me
attempted
anything.
to do on his own.
Give me anything. Give
Well,
me anything that he has done.
Okay, I'm in church. I know he goes to church. I know he preaches.
Yeah, the devil. Okay, what they got to do with the city? Because guess what? You only preach it to your flock. If he's a preacher, you only preach to your flock. And anything outside of your flock, you're not concerned with. So come on, tell me something else.
I don't know nothing because we don't know anything about what he's done. And if he was the way he just like we said originally, when he announced that he was running, he should have had something to run on when he said it. You should already have he said his platform was what? What did he say his platform was?
Let people talk.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. That was staged.
I hear
so
you.
So what did he do? Did he call KLF and say, hey, I got something to tell you? Come on now. Did he call KLF and say, hey, I got something to tell you? Or did somebody say, hey, go talk to Lorenzo Davis?
Or somebody sit them over there and told them to go ahead and do the announcement. Did you hear what I just said? Did you hear what I said?
Just like Gary Johnson. The whole script now.
Yeah.
See, he don't have nothing to. And listen, just because I say a man's not good enough to be the mayor, that don't mean that I have a problem with the man. We just have to understand that sometimes, oh Lord, it got a commercial that says, don't let friends drive drunk. Friends don't let friends drive drunk. I'm not going to let that man go up there and drive drunk. You don't know what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, he's a good man. That ain't got nothing to do with running the city.
Being a good man. That's right.
Yeah. You go to church. Well, goddamn it, they pray every time before they pray at the city council meeting.
They sure do.
They pray to God. They pray to God before they pray on the black folks. Every time it is the city council meeting.
There you go.
So praying ain't got nothing to do with it. Well, he's a good man. Ain't got nothing to do with being a good mayor. Give me something that you've done. What is your plan besides letting people talk? Mr. Cornelius White get up there and talk every goddamn Tuesday. They have a city council meeting. And if you talk too long, they're hog time, my boy. They're hog time. If you talk too long.
One thing about Cynthia, boy, as soon as Mr. White come up there, she throw them rules out like he don't understand. But she don't do it to nobody else.
She ain't there to young white lady when she came up there.
No, sure didn't.
Everybody head went down when that white girl walked up there.
Yep.
When Miss Melody walked up there, their head went down. And they didn't say nothing about no 3 minutes either, did it? And that white girl say, Jock, what, don't you drink brown water?
You know,
it wasn't no banging of the gavel.
The more prevalent thing that I'm thinking, right? When they sat up there and we had people like Brother Greg go up there, Miss Shamir went up there and said, you guys, and what's the lady name? The young white lady?
You mean Powell? You talking about Melanie Powell?
Yeah, Miss Melanie, if you're watching, I'm sorry, I couldn't think of your name off the top of my head. But when they were calling out the blatant violation of the charter, why was it only them 3? Why was it only them? Everybody saw it, including Mr. Davis. You know, everybody, at least on this show, I know that we've all, matter of fact, dare I say, we organized that to a certain degree. We brought the ideas to the table and said somebody should say something. We did. And they did. And it was important that they was on record saying it. It's always important that you're on record saying something that matters. She said, Miss Tarleton said that damn Perry girl don't and still don't know a damn thing. Didn't it? So damn. But it's important. It's important to be there when it matters. It's important to say the things that matter when they matter. Hindsight is always 20/20. But foresight has got to be, you know, It's got to be just as strong as your hindsight. You got to be able to know what matters, and you got to be able to identify violations in the charter. You got to be willing to speak on it. You got to be willing to say something.
You notice your mayor don't even have town hall meetings. Y'all notice that your mayor, and I've known other mayors have town hall meetings. You know your mayor don't even do town hall meetings.
That's because he has his mayoral briefings. He tells you what he tells you what he want to tell you.
He don't want no interruptions.
Yeah,
That's what that is.
He want to be able to go ahead and get the lie all the way out.
Yeah, he don't want no interruptions in his lives. He don't like to answer questions. He'll try to make you feel stupid if you ask him a question. That's that narcissism. But he don't even do, and I know it's several mayors that do town hall meetings just to talk to the people, just to keep a connection with the people. Yeah, he don't even do that.
Well, the bars, I hear you talking about foresight and hindsight, but you're not talking about the full skin that they pull back before they get ready to mess over the black people.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, man.
See, that's
What the hell? Oh my God! No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Yeah, what about that part of it? See, but they get ready to go home and do what they got to do to black folks. They pull the full skin back. See,
Oh Lord, Lord have mercy.
Mr. Carl, I'm not lying though, Mr. Carl. It might sound kind of, but it is what it is. It is what it is. That's all it is. You see, when they tell District 3, you're getting sidewalks with grant money, and they're going to say that's the Reignite program. You see, they're pulling the foreskin back. When Cynthia Perry asked for $76,000, some of $76,000, Jack Ball pulled the foreskin back. Oh no, Cynthia, no. No, Cynthia. No. When she talking about Cheatham Park, he pulled the foreskin back, and what happened?
He said 2030.
2030, exactly. They've been careful with black people, so they got to pull the foreskin back. I'm going on listening.
Oh, Nat. Oh, Lord have mercy. I can't believe you said that.
I gotta find my credit card because I need y'all to see this article. It's a Town Talk article, but they want you to subscribe. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my dollar, and I'm gonna subscribe so I can read y'all this article. Okay, what I'm about to do. Give me just a second.
Okay, I'm telling you. You're gonna see they're gonna pull the foreskin back and get ready to give it to the black folks. Every time. Listen, we still drinking raw water. We still got flooding issues. We still got open ditches. We still deal with high crime. But this is only in District 1, 2, and 3. In District 4 and 5, they're not telling people that them people over there rent out police officers in some areas so that neighborhoods could be, I guess, guarded. You see, we could do that if we put our money together, but we don't know nothing about that.
Yeah. You
see, but what we're going through is like a war song, a ghetto, you know.
Yeah.
Look at the sanctuary apartments, how they had the people over there living like that.
Mm-hmm.
And living so bad till the people scared to say something about it.
Yeah.
Man, look how you living, man. You better holler. Either you gonna holler right now, or you gonna holler when a rat or something bites, or one of the big ass possums come out their trash and bites.
Or a snake.
You see, yeah. We have this mindset to where we can't argue. If I'm at my lowest, what else can you do to me?
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Look how I'm living. What can you possibly do to me to hurt me?
Mm-hmm. I
go all out behind what I feel that's right. And they don't feel that they're right. They don't have a voice. No. They don't want to raise hell with the right people who they need to raise hell with, but they'll raise hell with the next door neighbor.
Yeah. They'll they'll jump the next door neighbor.
Yes, ma'am. And both of them living in the same conditions.
Same conditions. One ain't no better than the other.
Yes, ma'am. Instead of sitting down and saying, man, look, we need to get together, register people to vote, And we need to have somebody come out here and look at this stuff, and we need to do what we have to do.
Mm-hmm.
They can form it right there in that complex if they wanted to.
Yep, sure can.
What they gonna do? Put them out?
Nope, they can't do it.
Stand up for something. You just don't. Yeah, you just don't lay down because you. Oh well, I just old pro nigga. I ain't got no soul. Man, what?
A lot of things start with the
Sound
mindset.
Yeah, old pro nigga ain't got no soul, boss. That's why I always stayed in trouble. That's why I always stayed in trouble, because I figured like this here. Noah had that big old boat, and you mean to tell me dinosaurs got on that boat and everything? And no. And then what came first, the dinosaurs or the people? The pastor couldn't even answer the question. So guess what? I always stayed in trouble. I got to say something, because if it don't sound right and it don't look right.
Wait a minute, you said wait. Go back to what you said.
Which came first, the dinosaur or the humans?
Oh, okay. I hear what you're saying. Okay. Well, obviously, if he was getting on Noah's, if he was getting on Noah's Ark, most likely the humans came first, right?
Oh, they just told me. They just told me that I can share my subscription with one person. Maybe later. I'll do that later.
I'm not interested.
Adam didn't know how to name them big old animals, Tyrannosaurus Rex. You really believe that?
Look, I'm asking you. It ain't about me.
That's why I got in trouble right there. Because it didn't sound right. That's why I got in trouble.
Look what I just did. Look what I just did.
Who's this?
This is the Town Talk. Hold on. This is the Town Talk article about that marriage briefing that I was just telling you about. It was hidden behind the paywall.
Oh, you talking about the forum?
Yeah, they did not. This is the only. Listen, y'all don't understand about hiding things. This is literally the only place that is reported this forum. It's not available on Facebook. It's not available on YouTube. I watched it. We watched it. And I had notes. And I can't find the notebook. I can't even find the video. But we got the article. The 5 candidates for Alexandria's mayor participated in the forum Tuesday night. From left are Lorenzo Davis Sr., Catherine Davidson, Jeff Hall, Jock Roy, and Harry Hayes. Crime and utilities dominated discussion among the 5 Alexandria mayoral candidates at Tuesday's 90-minute forum downtown at the Coughlin Sanders Performing Arts Center. The forum was a collaboration amongst the Young Professional Group of SINLAW, the Central Louisiana Regional Chamber of Commerce, KLAB, and SINLAW Broadcasting. SINLAW Broadcasting is who?
Stephen Maxwell.
And back then, KLAB was the racist white lady they fired.
Mr. Gregory Scott said he got the link to the video.
What? I paid $1 for nothing? I'm just playing. Can you inbox that to me? Because we got to go through this. It's 90 minutes. And mind you guys, we're going to 2 shows a week. So our shows that we're going to be doing on Tuesdays and Thursdays are going to be our longer shows. So we got time. We got time.
No, you got time. Everybody don't have time. Just say you got time.
People love this podcast. They listen to us while they're working out. They listen to us on their way to work. They listen to us at work. They we are in heavy rotation. That's why we get the numbers. So if you could kindly inbox me the link to that video, I would much rather. I want my $1 back, but I would much rather watch the video than read this doggone article, because I was really prepared to do so. But if there's a video, I could not find it. I could not find it. I cannot find it. So I'm gonna go look and see. I know
Your researching skills are getting old.
my research skills because it's not AI. That's all.
Okay. Okay. I got you.
Yeah, listen. I'm not afraid to
Hey,
admit it.
what the weather like down there, y'all?
It rained like when we went out today, it had rained a lot. And then the sun would come out and then it'll rain again. So it was off and on
And if
rain.
it would have rained and flooded, Jack Roy would have said, just because water comes out the sky don't mean it's raining. That don't mean it's raining. Just because water comes out the sky don't mean it's raining.
Look at this titled as.
What?
Alexandria Realtors Mayoral Forum. That is not what that was, Urban Cast.
Yeah, that's the people that did it, is the realtors.
No, that's not what was just said. Oh, yeah, that is what was just said. But this was a whole other forum.
This is another one. That's not the same one. That's a different one.
Look at the two buddies. Chummy than the motherfucker, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's that sitting down there on the end?
That's Miss Catherine.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, no, you did good. You held my seat down pretty good. Hey, listen, man, I want to win. Yeah, you want to win, but you're not going to win.
He paying them $2 to run. Some of these ministers ain't worth a Sambo damn. They need to get out of those people's pockets and help those communities follow the money. Miss Tarlington, you something else. You a little firecracker.
No, she sounds like an auctioneer. Okay, there goes Lorenzo. We got Harry Hayes coming up. Seems like when everybody started watching,
poor Harry Hayes.
Huh?
Poor Harry Hayes. Poor fella.
Oh,
I would feel bad for him.
You know what? Could he be put in the race again?
No, he doesn't even live here no more.
Oh, okay. He moved away.
Yeah, once he lost that race, he was like, "Fuck Alexander."
Ain't that the same thing happens to more guys?
Listen, you got to stop this shit, man.
I'm sorry. Oh, my bad. My bad. I apologize.
Y'all got me snorting.
Gotta cut the shit. You gotta cut the shit, man. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Boy, I ain't never seen a chubbier jock than that one. Look at his hair. Oh, I ain't never seen a chubbier jock than that one. That's that fresh out of rehab weight. No, I'm gonna stop.
Tavares, stop it.
I know this ain't no 2-hour thing. I got this thing going at 2 times the speed.
Thank you so much for coming out tonight. I bring you greetings from the Greater Central Louisiana.
Okay, hold on.
We are excited to host the 2023 Alexandria Mayor's Forum with candidates, Alexandria City Council President, Ms. Catherine Davidson, candidate, Mr. Lorenzo Davis Sr., Alexandria Mayor Jeff Hall, candidate Harry Hayes sent his regrets. He is ill and under the weather. And we do have candidate Mr. Jack Roy. Would you give them a hand, please? Thank you all for your participation. Would you please stand with me for a prayer and a pledge of allegiance?
No. Listen, it's not that we're against prayer at all. We just don't want we care about everybody. So if you're not of that faith, we'd rather not subject you to that. Sound fair? It sounds fair. It doesn't help that I left the closed captions up though. Hold on. Let me take that off. We don't need any spell work being done. All right. Hey, did y'all hear about people talking about the heart done moved to the center of the chest now? It's not on the left side no more?
Who
I
heart
can
did?
believe that.
Yeah, they said that.
Vote definitely matters, and every voice is important. So please stop by the voters registration table in the foyer area. There are members of our governmental affairs team there to assist anyone that is not registered to vote. Our moderators for this evening are Mr. Matt Ritchie, broker at Ritchie Real Estate in Alexandria, Louisiana. Mr. Van Roy, real estate agent at Rock Michaels Realty in Marksville, Louisiana, Villalobos Parish. Would you give them a hand for me? Our timekeepers for this evening are Ms. Carrie Coffin, our GCLRA Political Action Team co-chair, and Mr. Randy Browning, our GCLRA Political Action Team member. Would you give them a round of applause? Now allow me to introduce GCLRA's 2022 president, Mr. Dax Roy, for our presidential welcome. Dax Roy.
Who?
You did that. You got it running 50 miles an hour. We don't know who this
Oh,
is.
wait. Who? Dex Roy? What are the odds? What are the odds?
You know they related.
Thank you, Angela. And
You know they
good evening,
related.
As president, I'd like to thank you all for joining us for this Alexandria Mayoral Candidate Forum hosted by your local Realtor Association. On behalf of our 500 Realtor members in a 9-parish geographic region, I want to offer our sincere appreciation to the 4 candidates for your willingness to serve and for coming tonight to share your priorities and vision for the future of Alexandria. And to our audience tonight, like you, I am encouraged by the passion, knowledge, and experience this field of candidates brings to the mayor's race, and I look forward to hearing from each of them tonight. And now I'd like to welcome the chair of the Political Action Team, Marcia McGraw-Barbera.
I would also like to add, thank you so much for being a part of this tonight. Thank you again to our candidates for being here. We know there was a lot of activities tonight, and we are just so blessed to have everyone here. We wanted to give this opportunity to everyone so you could hear, like Dax said, their vision, everything that they are about.
Why do they all sound alike?
This is an opportunity for all of us to be educated tonight, so thank you again for coming. My job tonight is to give the rules of the forum. This is not a debate, it is a forum. We will ask each candidate the same question. They will have 2 minutes for opening remarks, and then questions will be asked in a round-robin manner. Example, if candidate number 1 is the first to start with that first question, then he or she will be the last to answer on the next question. So we will just go in a round robin. Each candidate will be given 2 minutes to answer the questions. If there is a rebuttal, they must raise their hand and ask the moderator to rebut, and they will have 30 seconds to rebut. There will be a timekeeper, Carrie and Randy on first row. They will be holding up time cards for both the candidates and the moderators. Green will mean that you have 1 minute left, and red will mean that you have to stop speaking. Please understand that we're going to be very strict on our rules because everybody needs to have the same allotted time. At the end of the forum, each candidate will have 1 minute before closing remarks. Does everyone understand the rules as I have given them? Thank you very much. I will now turn the program over to our moderators, Matt and Dax. Thank y'all again. Dax, we have two. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Marcia. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We do have, I will tell you, some of the audience had an opportunity at the front desk to, if they had their own question that they wanted to ask, we actually gave all the candidates a list of questions prior to coming tonight. But we do have a few that we will try to get to if we have time allows. So if you wrote a question down and it does not get addressed tonight, we will pass that along to the candidates and maybe get a response from them at a later time. But we will try to save a few minutes towards the end of the event, time will. So I just want to address that with those who took the time to write a question down. So as the rules state, we're going to start with Ms. Davison, and we're going to go on down the table with Mr. Davis, Mayor Hall, and Mr. Roy. First question is, as mayor, what do you see as your administration's top 2 priorities in the first year of your term?
Good evening.
2 minutes.
Good evening. My top priority is public safety. There are questions about that later on, so I'm not going to waste my 2 minutes on that right now. My second priority is blight in the city of Alexandria, both commercial and residential. Blight is something different than condemnation. Blight is that house that's on your street that is vacant, in disrepair, but is not caught on fire. It's probably not going to fall down because it's structurally sound, but it looks bad. There are blighted provisions that are in place in the state that we simply need to implement the state statute. We need to tweak it a bit for our ordinances for the city of Alexandria. That's one thing that is really makes our city look bad. It makes us not be attractive to people. But we also do, when you have blight, you need to create a land bank, which allows for those properties to be placed in one certain location where people can go and try to purchase those properties. Also, there are properties that lots that we're simply sitting on.
Remember, they had that lady in office for that stuff right there. And as soon as Top Roy got in office, Jonathan Goins went and fired her.
Sure did. Got rid of her. Sent her to the house.
Yes, sir. And they sent everything to Civic Source after that. Yeah. What on?
Because we have no mechanism whatsoever that is easy for someone to go and look and see a house has been condemned, there is a lien on it because of the taxes, and how do you purchase that property if you're not the owner? It's really important. We can do it both commercially, we can do it residentially. A prime example of Rush's Cleaners is a prime example of a property that's in blight. There are several properties all over the city. They're in every neighborhood, and we really need to address it. We need to address the fact that we need our city to look better. We need a way for other people who are willing to and able to put those properties back into commerce to have a mechanism to do that. Pretty simple. We just adopt the state statute and we tweak it for Alexandria.
Thank you, Ms. Davis. And I'm going to...
And it was a well-deserved applause. I mean, listen. No, you know what?
I'm actually going to pause for a second. We were so anxious to get these questions going. We skipped a part of our introduction.
That's what I was fixing to ask you.
And so I'm gonna go ahead and take this opportunity to go ahead and start and give everyone 2 minutes to introduce themselves. Is that okay with you?
And awesome.
And so, Ms. Davison, I'm going to go ahead and start with you. You had an opportunity to give your first 2 minutes, but let's go ahead and get an introduction and tell us a little bit about
Sure, I'm Catherine Davidson. I was raised in Alexandria. My father was Judge Jules Davidson. He served in my judicial district court for 18 years. My mother was a 35-year teacher at Horseshoe Drive Elementary for Rapides Parish. I am a proud graduate of St. Francis Cabrini. Also graduated from Menard High School. I graduated from Louisiana College with a master's from University of New Orleans and a law degree from Loyola University. I moved to New Orleans and I lived there and practiced mainly construction law, and I did securities work as well. I moved back to Alexandria in 2013 where I opened a coffee shop, and I was an assistant city attorney for 3.5 years. I then went into private practice. I ran for mayor in 2018. I decided to seek the District 4 council seat that was vacated by our dear sweet Mr. Harry Silver because I believe we need change. I've been waiting for Alexandria to reach its potential since I was 9 years old. And I think that the future is what we need to look to and not to the past. I believe that we need to address public safety and we need to address crime before anything else can be addressed. It is a multifaceted approach when you're the mayor, but crime is our singular, most damning issue right now. It affects every single person. You may not have murders in your neighborhood, but those murders cause our crime rate to go up, which will likely cause, think about what would happen if a big box store start leaving. CVS, I got a call from a constituent that they're not going to re-sign the lease, that we're thinking about it on Bolton Avenue. We have to get crime under control. I'm running for mayor because I believe in the future of Alexandria. I believe that we need to move forward and not backward. I think that we can do it and we can all do it together. And I'm asking for your support.
Thank you. Mr. Lorenzo Davis.
Thank you. First, again, I thank you for giving me this opportunity to come before this Realtors Board, and this is the platform I've been waiting for, because I'm gonna tell you a little bit about myself, move as quick as I can. I came to Alexandria in 1990 from corporate America, working as a regional manager for a large corporation. I was the guy at Mike's place at the Ramada Inn, where you saw all those companies coming in weekly to train me, because I established myself as one of the top people in the company. So all managers and executives had to be trained in Alexandria by me in order to go on forward in their careers with the company I was with. I was considered the authority on a lot of areas. Anytime we had a large corporate account that had to be, y'all know about this in real estate, the deal had to be closed, I was at the table. So leadership is what the city needs right now. We need someone that's gonna bring you guys to the table. Someone that's gonna let you help us change the demographics of what Alexandria looks like. I had a friend of mine, city councilman, stopped off in downtown Alexandria recently, called me, he said, "Lo, what you doing?" I said, "Man, where you at?" He said, "I'm downtown, it's 7:30. Is this downtown Alexandria? I can't believe this." Now y'all say, he said, "Yeah, I love these guys. Is it downtown?" He said, "You're from New Orleans." I graduated from UL in business management. I was embarrassed. When I moved here in 1990, it looked better than it looked now. The years I've been here, okay, I'll stop, but I'm ready.
Thank you, Mr. Davis.
You sound like a damn fool. You sound like a damn fool, a real damn fool, a real live damn fool. What he said don't mean nothing. Hello?
Yeah, we here. I'm here.
Smart, what did he say?
Listen. You heard what I heard. I was reading the closed captions. I saw something about Donald Trump. They might have got the captions wrong. I am going to reserve my opinion until we get further.
Well, my opinion is, when you're paid, you can't say I'm the better man for the job. Look at it. Guess what I'm talking about? All right.
Mayor Hall.
Thank you. And thank the panel and the judges as well for having this forum. I'm Jeff Hall, the current mayor of Alexandria. I've been there almost 4 years. But
if you're at a forum for a re-election, you should know. Never mind. Okay.
But I tell you, graduate from Peabody High School. My parents were educators in Rapids area parish school system. I graduated from Grambling State University in accounting, minored in marketing. Had a chance to work at the city, one of my first jobs out of college as a clerk, the utility office. Stayed there 7 years, but I went from a clerk to assistant internal auditor over that time. From there, I went to legal services as director of administrative services for about a year. And after that, I went to Rapids Parish Police Jury, worked on the Jerry D. Jeremy for about 6 months. And then I went to Clico for 32 years as an accountant, internal auditor, a regional manager, a general manager, area manager, vice president, and ultimate senior vice president. So I had a vast experience in the electric utility industry, so it changed from what it was to a most complex and very, very, very different environment. And after retiring in 2013, decided to get involved in politics for the public and ran against the current mayor then. I lost that race. And about 30 days later, the state representative job came open because of Mr. Dixon.
Wait, he ran against the current mayor? I thought he was the current mayor.
Well, before then.
Oh,
wait a minute. They should be all drug tested. He preaching. That's them $2 damn. That's your damn mouth. Bye.
Listen what he said.
Geraldine Jeremy for about 6 months, and then I went to Cleco for 32 years as an accountant, internal auditor, a regional manager, a general manager, area manager, vice president, and ultimate senior vice president. So I had a vast experience in the electric utility industry, so it changed from what it was to the most complex and very, very, very different environment. And after retiring in 2013, decided to get involved in politics for the public and ran against the current mayor then, or lost that race. And
he ran against the current mayor. So Jock ran for District 26?
I think so, Tavares. I think. I'm not for sure. I don't know. I don't know.
He was the mayor.
I don't know, Tavares. I don't know.
Out the fact that Jeff Hall is signaling that Jock is actually the current mayor and not him. It's a Freudian slip. Because we always said that Jock was actually running the scene behind the scenes. So for him to refer to him as, yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. Sound like that's what he said.
That is exactly what he said. I agree. We told y'all that Jock was the mayor the whole time.
That's what he said, the current mayor.
The current mayor.
That's what he said.
About 30 days later, the state representative job came open because Mr. Dixon had to resign. I ran and won, and served there for 1 year, then ran again and served for 3 years. In 4-year term, in 4 years serving, I had 12 sessions. So I kind of like had 12 years in 4 years, if you would, because you usually do one session a year. Learned a lot and came back and ran in 2018 and won. Wonderful thing, wonderful time, wonderful staff. Got a chance to get some wonderful people that had jobs.
Wait. A wonderful staff? You mean Jock staff that you did not replace?
Basically, yeah. I remember Jock was part of that staff too.
Jock was part of Damn.
Unless he Viking jocks.
What'd you say?
Unless he was Viking jock staff, but anyway, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
He was on Jock's staff. He was like, nah.
Yeah.
I work for Jock.
Fully full of foreskin, man. Hold on, I'm listening.
In a year or 4-year term or 3.5-year term that nobody else has seen, with the pandemic, with the variety of storms that we've had, as well as all of the other things that we dealt with, ice storms and what have you. But we overcame, not because of me by itself, but because of the team, the employee stuff that we had. So thank you.
So because of Jock is what you're saying. Okay. All right.
Yep.
Good evening. My name is Jacques Roy. We need committed leadership right now. We need to change the direction we're going in right now. We need to tackle these.
Oh, wait a minute. He's got notes. Oh, this is Jock. This is Jock with the notes. I don't know about this, Jock.
But you see how Jock talking though. You see what Jock's saying? We need it right now. See, you're not playing those games.
We get this hard R out of here. We got to get this hard R out of here, and we got to get control of our city right goddamn now. Not yesterday, not later on this evening, right? If you guys can go out and vote right the fuck now, you need.
Yeah. Rampant. So these services are not.
What'd you say?
Hold on, I'm listening. Hold on.
Okay.
Working right now. And if you don't have those two things in order, crime and public.
The team, the employee stuff that we had. So thank you.
We're gonna bring them back.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Jacques Roy. We need committed leadership right now.
He ain't put on a suit since then.
We need to change the direction we're going in right now. We need to tackle these issues. Crime is rampant. basic services are not working right now. And if you don't have those two things in order, crime and public safety and basic services, you're not going to have opportunity.
And he still don't have it in order.
He's steady reading off this note card.
We have American cities all over suffering. People say that, well, they're suffering everywhere. But you have to do your part and provide your prescription for those ills in your community. You have to have the ideas to fix them in your community. It can be a lesson to all, but you can never sit back and say, well, we're not going to do anything. It's happening everywhere. Law enforcement is a huge issue. It is the primary issue in this campaign. I think everyone knows that. We need smart plans. We need to be able to work together. And through Alexandria, through us right here, the best, most resource force anywhere, not for here, not for the region. There are lots of forms of infrastructure, folks, and it is the biggest problem that we have as a challenge in our nation. There's human infrastructure, what we might call soft infrastructure. How well is your workforce trained, et cetera. There's physical infrastructure, roads, streets. There's institutional infrastructure, something I've come to think of where, how do those other two work together? Through foundations, churches, et cetera. You show me a city where those things are working together and you'll see a successful city. I was once teased by a guy. He said, Jacques, you're too much into that. He actually said this isn't Rome. You can't fix it. It can't be that. Any mayor who doesn't think of his or her city as his or her Rome, you're wrong and you're in the wrong job. You have to be shooting for that all the time. What Rome did well, we have to do, which is about building this human infrastructure and making this the best.
Did he say Rome?
Yeah, I wonder. Wait a minute, Rome. What?
Marcellus Aurelius?
Rome was not built in a day.
Well, that's what he's looking like in the King George concert, looking down on everybody, all the black people.
Yeah, he was. Like, let them have grapes. Feed them more grapes.
Best place it can be. Thank you.
Thank you for those introductions, and we will get back.
To be honest with you, I would have got up there and beatbox. Y'all ain't trying to hear what I'm saying.
So
I would have did it. I would have freestyle.
What happened Hines at though?
He said he took ill and he wasn't available.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the first question that Ms. Davidson already had an opportunity to answer. So I'll ask Mr. Lorenzo Davis, as mayor, what do you see as your administration's top two priorities in the first year of your term?
First thing I'm gonna do is unify the city council and the administration.
What did he say?
Unify the city council and the administration.
Miss Tarleton, stop it, Miss Tarleton, stop it.
You can't, it's too fucking, okay, sorry.
Which was not done under the current two administrations. You might say, bring them to the table, have meetings, sit down, and see where everybody's position is on working for the people. Because see, this is a God first agenda, and I give God all the credit for being here tonight, Reverend.
Wait a minute, did he say God?
It's a God first agenda.
It's what?
It's a God first agenda.
Oh,
I'm getting a headache.
Oh Lord, go ahead.
Because it's because of him I'm here. But the real issues lie. We're not even going to get public safety working if we can't unify our city government working together. Then public safety. With a unified government, we're able to call my sheriff friend, my city marshal friend, the chief of police. We're able to get a unified effort put in place.
All right. So the chief of police is an appointment by you, sir. The city marshal is a different elected position, and so is the sheriff's department. So I'm not understanding. I'm okay.
To put the monies in budget to get equipped vehicles.
What you got?
You see what I mean? You see, he don't know a damn thing. But people say, oh, he a good candidate. Okay, yeah, right. Yeah, right. Hold on, tomorrow. I'm just listening tomorrow. Hold on.
All I'm saying is this, listeners, audience, friends, Romans, countrymen. All I'm saying is we can have whatever, we can espouse whatever opinion that we want. And mind you, we've been very cautious and careful about what we're saying. So instead of us saying and stating our opinion, you guys need to know the reference point that we were referencing. This is the reference point. This is why we feel the way we feel. This is what our opinion is based in. It's based in what Mr. Nat said. What have you done? And this is something that was done. This forum was put on. These words were said. So we're basing our opinion on the words that were used there.
Public safety things by allocating real people with real responsibilities and hold them accountable. Now, I think youth and rec is very important. It's a part of that process. Because if we get community police working, we commit to unifying the government, unifying our efforts, the city's gonna come together. So the two things we got to do first, unify our efforts, stop fussing, wasting taxpayers' money, and then focus on public safety, getting everybody on board. So I'm confident that I'll accomplish that as your mayor. Thank you.
Now, somebody, what did we glean from that answer? It's an answer. What information was contained in that answer?
That's all it is. But I've been laughing inside of him. I've been just, my shoulders be jumping up and down because I'm laughing so hard. You think I'm crying? Like I was at a funeral or something. Because listen,
Miss Tarleton.
the sheriff ain't got nothing to do with this shit.
It sure don't. Miss Tarleton. Miss Tarleton, you need Tavares. She needs to go.
I am not.
She needs to be silenced.
I am the biggest fan of free speech, and I am the largest fan of Miss Tarleton's free speech. So therefore,
off with her head. She needs to be silenced.
You said a bunch of nothing though, y'all. You know, we
Somebody
unify.
had a belt. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Oh my God.
Oh,
I'm listening.
Thank you. Mayor, I'll repeat the question. As mayor, what do you see as your administration's top two priorities in the first year of your term?
Well, we will be on the first year of the second term. So we would, number one, continue doing what we have been doing as it works with infrastructure, as we talk about some things that's really needed. First thing we needed before was to get the pay raise right for all employees, not just public safety. We did that. We were able to do that. Infrastructure is major. In some places, we have 80, 90, 100-year-old infrastructure in places that you can't see, it's underground. It has to be addressed. So we're going to be like Jackson, Mississippi. We're going to start addressing infrastructural needs. So
the fuck? What?
Wait a minute. Wait. So now he's admitting that the pipes are old. And the raise don't make no sense. He said we all need raises. Well, why you want to take people to court about the police getting a raise then?
Well, yeah, you know
Did he take
what?
city council?
I remember him taking Catherine Davidson to court.
Yeah.
Because at this
Yeah,
time, Catherine Davidson was the city council president.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He did that.
He did that. He talking about wasting taxpayers. Okay.
we know infrastructure. Now, if you're affected by any floods and things like that lately, certainly you're going to be concerned with drainage. That is important. And certainly if you have young kids in school, you want to do things, you want community services programs to be going and things to be taken care of on that end as well. But we certainly can tell you resiliencies and infrastructure is what's going to impact everything, short term as well as long term, especially when it comes to economic development and those type of things. You've got to have the infrastructure to grow. You got to have the infrastructure to keep what you got so that people will have the basic services that they've got to have. Certainly public safety and all those things play a major part, but you've got to have infrastructure for people to protect. So without a doubt, we will continue with our priorities moving in those areas. Blight is a problem. A lot of other things that we have problems, but priorities that I will continue to do is for sure resiliency, building resiliency, and you do it through infrastructure enhancement and repairing and replacing the old assets. We'll have to continue to do that. Many things to be done, but certainly resiliency in the system, standing the veracity of the storms that we're having these days, and infrastructure able to support the vital services that's needed for everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
So again, when we go back to this reignite bullshit, right? They said when we said speed and at whatever the tagline was,
speed and scalable.
Jock knew this 6 years ago.
Yeah.
5 years ago. Jock knew this leaving office in 2018.
He knew it before then.
And he knew it before then.
Been in office since 2006.
So what I'm pointing at is that out of all those terms that Jock served, not one time has anybody stopped and said, let's do the infrastructure. We know these pipes. It's like he knew the problem existed. It just wasn't about everybody. Everybody wasn't being affected. So Jock didn't have a problem. And obviously the constituents didn't have a problem because they kept on reelecting him.
Yep.
And that's what I'm saying now. This is 2019. Here it is. You fast forward 6 years later. And here we are, folks. Here we are.
It's actually 7 years later.
Mayor,
okay, 7 years.
what do you see as your administration's top two priorities in the first year of your term?
No question, public safety, number one. Number two, restoring basic services that this community needs. If you want to call part of that infrastructure, you can. Public safety, which is the reduction of crime and accountability in all things that are related to creating a safer community, that's key. It has to be first. We published a plan. It's informed by top leaders in law enforcement, and we know and we can deliver it on day one. No learning curve. Walk in and deliver that plan. Restore basic services.
Wait. Stop.
And clean up the trash.
Stop. Okay, wait a minute. Is he in the office already?
No. This is
so
still
wait
the
a minute.
form.
Okay. So where's the plan? Wait. He said he already got a plan.
He said that he could walk in on day one and execute it as if he didn't need the personnel in there. Because
well, he said he got a plan. Yeah, he said he had a plan already.
So he had the plan. No, he had the plan to be in the mayor already. Because just like he said he had a plan for this, he had a plan for the restore while he's at home. Come on, man. The fix was in. The fix was in.
He didn't even stand up and answer that question. He said, all the rest of y'all can walk around. I ain't doing none of that shit. I can.
It looks terrible. And I'll tell you another secret about debris and trash. And many of you knew it because I used to crack glow sticks and go throw it in every diversion body in every single storm we had. Trash collects in every rabbit run. It collects everywhere. Safety, which is the reduction of crime and accountability in all things that are related to creating a safer community. That's key. It has to be first.
Okay, first of all, stop it, stop. So you got to remember, y'all, when he came in, when Jeff Hall was in office, you got to remember, we had the highest crime rate that they had 35 murders in a span of maybe a year or two.
Well, probably in that year.
Yeah. So that's why he's hollering about the crime is because it was
because he already had Grimley on.
Yeah.
He had Grimley on in his backyard.
Well, but you got to remember, King was in there.
No, King wasn't there no more.
Okay, so who was in charge when
he took over? It was Howard. So he had already planned on replacing Howard anyway.
Yeah, he had that. See, did you hear what he said? I had a plan already, just like he had for Restore.
Yeah.
And we know and we can deliver it on day one. No learning curve. Walk in and deliver that plan. Restore basic services, number 2, and clean up the trash and debris in this city. It looks terrible. And I'll tell you another secret about debris and trash. And many of you knew it because I used to crack glow sticks and go throw it in every diversion body in every single storm we had. Trash collects in every rabbit run. It collects everywhere and it blocks drainage. I learned a valuable lesson I'll talk about later from a man right in this auditorium, a milkman, about cleaning that out. That has to be done immediately. That's the top 2 priorities.
So he said restore. Remember, he said restore basic services.
Yeah. Now you got to remember that's his jab at Jeff. You hear me?
Huh?
That's his jab at Jeff.
No, he said the thing. He said restore.
No. I'm not talking about the Restore. I'm talking about the whole thing about the debris and all that.
Everybody's shitting on Jeff right now.
Yeah.
Everybody.
You don't have to jab at Jeff. Jeff, look, I'm gonna say this. There ain't nothing you can do about it, and you better not say nothing about me.
Yeah, you better be cool when you respond too.
Yeah. Don't raise your tone, boy. You don't raise your tone now.
Weren't they just sitting back and laughing together before this shit started?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they still buddies. Here we go. Let me take some of my migraine medicine. Ooh, okay, here we go.
Can I move up?
30 seconds.
My question to Mayor Roy. You're right, the city is filthy. There's no cleanup process. The population is declining. What is your plan? What is your plan to specifically address those cleanups?
So,
what did he say? What he asked?
He said, "Yeah, the city's filthy." And blah blah blah. It's coming across as a gotcha, but you gotta pick your gotchas. You gotta pick your gotchas. You can't.
It's coming. It's coming across as a mob, though, Gerard. It's like a dump. Like Kobe Bryant lobbed the ball off the skill on Nina. Now he's giving John Wall more time to talk. Think about it.
Yeah, he did.
Wait a minute, what? I missed it.
Like he just tossed him an alley-oop, you know.
Oh.
Tell him about your plan. Let's hear it.
Oh, okay, I got you.
And he referred to him as Mayor too, by the way.
Raised his hand, and so and then Mayor. Then Mr. Roy. Oh, I thought he was talking to me. Did you want to address? You're addressing Mr. Roy.
Yeah. Let me address Mayor Hall. Mayor Hall, how do you plan? Because it hadn't been done.
Well, it was addressed to me. I'm prepared to answer it now.
So
here we go.
There you go. He said it was addressed to me. Oh, you know how he is.
Oh man,
that short man syndrome kicking in.
I can tell y'all this. We're gonna Jeff with some side piece. Come on, Miss Teresa.
Miss Tarleton is stupid.
So I'm gonna give Mayor.
So listen, Mr. Davis, I'll do it the same way I did it the last time when a guy right here used to come to these debates all the time and said, "Go clean everything out." Creatively, we went and converted a full capital budget and spent $1 million and cleaned everything in the city at once under the help with the engineers, and it changed everything. It allowed us then to go forward each year and have it in place where you're not deferring and kicking the can down the road. You start from somewhere clean. I would do that again. And when we talk about our top 2 ways to spend $1 million, I'll outline a little more for you.
Yeah, because
Wait a minute. Did he do it again? That's the question. Did he do it again?
I don't know. I know that they're doing a lot of community cleanups that involve getting the community out and cleaning up. So, I mean, I guess
it's not the same. It's not the same.
It's the creative way to save money, spend money. Yeah.
Well, I would say, without a doubt, when we took over in 18, you should have seen the trash then.
Oh, shit. They shooting. Made you look. You were paid to stay in my book.
It was nothing pretty. Garbage trucks broke down before they got halfway with 1 hour worth of work. They've got 8, 9, 10 new trucks, grabber trucks, equipment that's operational. And trash is not the big problem in Alexandria. We may have people coming from out of town and dumping stuff, but we catching them. But it's not what it was when you took over. And if you look at the stories, the storms that we had, the next day, the 2 days, you saw your trash
cross
move.
his arms and shake his head.
But hey, listen, this is the same Jack Roy that's sitting in them city council meetings doing the same shit. Yeah.
It was already in place. There was not like some of the other cities around the area that had to wait to get the contract done 30 days, 40 days. 2 days later, you had your trash being picked up. So without a doubt, the sanitation department's doing an excellent job. We always can do better.
Here we go. It's the turn. You got one. We're 2 questions in.
He do not like you letting him know he's a perfect mayor. He does not like that.
He got his hand up. Hold on. Let's see what his hand is up for.
And we will do better, but they're doing better because they got better equipment.
Hold on.
I want to go ahead and just remind everyone of the rules. We are going to try to stay on point on time frames. And if
I thought this wasn't a debate.
Red cards stay up until they. And so does someone have a? All right. So this will be. I'm going to go ahead and make the call. This will be the last rebuttal. 30 seconds.
I just want to make sure that we stay clear about cleaning this out. The city was in terrible shape when he came in. It's just not true. We had done more cleanup, more drainage flowing right.
There you go.
Right now, for example, we started the Alex Connects. Somebody sent me something a couple of days ago, and Mayor Hall's idea of how Alex Connects work is what he just said. They're bringing it from somewhere else. It doesn't matter. You have to clean it up. No one cares where it came from. They want the trash picked up.
Say, boy, who do you think you're talking to? See,
boy, what the fuck is wrong with you, boy?
See, boy, guess what? Lorenzo Davis opened the can for all that, though.
What?
He opened the can. Lorenzo Davis opened up that can so he could do that.
Yeah. He did.
See?
Alex Connects.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now he talking about Alex Connects. He talking about Alex Connects right now.
Now telling people we can't get it because you're not commercial. That's not how it works.
Thank you all. Van?
We do want to make a note that this is a mayoral forum and not a debate. We will, of course, honor the rebuttal process and whatnot, but just if all candidates can remember that this is a forum to express ideas and views and whatnot, and not an actual debate. So just keeping that in mind.
I told you that. There's a difference.
Because never mind.
This question will begin with Mr. Davis. If you received a $1 million grant to use for the city any way you wanted, what would you do with it and why?
That's an awesome question. The reason it's so powerful is because the two past administrators had, through the disparity study, 100 million plus to do things to mitigate a lot of the problems that we had. And the results were devastating. Monies were not used in the right places. Small, women-owned, minority business did not come to the table. I'm not confident that they're gonna do different. I'm just not confident. And I'm not debating that. I'm only saying I live it. So what am I gonna do is I'm gonna move forward in processing the things that are necessary to get our city on track.
I need a cigarette. I quit smoking, but I need a cigarette.
What they got to do with anything? What they got to do with anything? And you know, you said just like ladies. That's a good question. That's a good question. That's awesome.
You know what? They teach you that, and they train you to do that. And instead of answering the question, you buy time. That, you know what? That's an excellent question. That buys you another 5 or 6 seconds, and it fills the gap, and it compliments the person that's asking the question, and it also lets people know that you're acknowledging the question. But it's an old interview tactic. You could do that at a job interview, and it might be impressive to a manager or something that, you know. But as far as this form, you've wasted so much time doing the fucking soft showing that you forgot to answer the question.
Exactly. That's just the question. It's like really answer my question. It's like really trying to answer my question. What do you want to do for the black people? Every day I wake up. Skin always be black. Hold on, man.
With transparency, being able to communicate, meet, sit down at the table.
He said the same thing Reddick said. He said the exact same thing Reddick said about this imaginary fucking table.
Yep.
With the realtors to help with the demographic changes that are needed. I'm looking at some of these things because I want to make sure I don't miss. Right now, the average realtor salary in Rapides Parish is $7.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this. Listen, sir. I don't know how.
What the realtor salary?
Listen, I don't even
see
care
what I
about
mean?
the realtor salary. What are you gonna
That
do
ain't
with $1
got nothing to do
million?
with
If they granted you $1 million,
Exactly.
what the fuck would you do with it? I'm sorry.
That ain't got nothing to do with the
percent below the national average.
So he came up there to pander to the realtors.
Yeah. Yeah. And let y'all work for their foreskin back before you get ready for it. I mean, that's all I can say.
7 in the state. And with the use of our resources, we can allow them to come to the table, help us with growing subdivisions, to help us with growing our recreation department, not just Johnny Downs, but our entire rec program, and build a vibrant, strong recreation and youth department to where industries are going to want to come and do business in the city of Alexandria. Thank you.
Hold up, Tavares. Hold on.
That's the shit I'm talking about. That's the shit I'm talking about.
Tavares, he's saying build a strong youth industry. So, Tavares, what that got to do with anything? So he's saying the sports complex, he's saying your sports complex for the kids and stuff like that, and that'll make businesses come to Alexandria. Man, come on, man. Look, man, you may be a good business person, but stay in your league, because if you really get to this shit, you're doing something wrong. That don't add up, Tavares.
Wait. I'm just starting to pick up what the audience is laying down. What do you mean Jack wrote his cue cards? What are you talking about? You're saying that Urban Cash did this? You're saying that he was an Urban Cash candidate? Am I tripping?
Yes. Come on.
All right. I'm gonna let y'all answer it, and I'm gonna keep going with this video because boy, y'all gonna add another layer. Because you know what? I may have known that previously, and it may have slipped my mind. There may have been things that were said that led us to believe that, but I don't remember that exactly. But the fact that both of y'all are saying that, all right.
Mayor Hall, I'll repeat the question. If you received a $1 million grant to use for the city any way you wanted, what would you do with it and why?
Thank you. $1 million is a lot of money, but at the same time, it's not a lot of money. Many times you get grants that's specific what you can and can't do with it. In this case, we'll assume that we'd have the option to do what we need to do with it. We've gotten over $10, $11 million thus far, even with the Chapman Lake Canal outfall project that we're going to be working on. They started on that as we speak right now. We've got several other $5 and $10 million from Harbor Cares and other things to do infrastructural things that we have been doing. So we've gotten a lot more than $1 million since we've been there. So slightly over $20 million to do a variety of things. But getting back to the $1 million, if we could do something with it, I still say you have to put it into infrastructure. You have to put it into building resiliency in the system because we have a system, but it needs maintenance. It needs things done to it. It's working well. We've been very, very fortunate to get things done. I still would use that $1 million, maybe to try to get another $5 million. I don't know if we could, as matching funds to do even more than that. So there are a variety of things that you could do with it, but the realities are you can do some things, but it's not enough to fix everything all at once. We have infrastructure as it relates to the utility system, as it relates to metering, as it relates to power plants, as it relates to a whole lot of other things other than electricity that needs attention, needs assessment. And we're certainly going to have to use some dollars to do some things in that particular area. But that $1 million, I still would use it somewhere because there are some drains that we can probably do somewhere and cover, stop someone from flooding, stop someone from having a problem when torrential rain downfall takes place. So there are some things that you could do, but you've got to put it in infrastructure. Short term or long term is exactly what I would do with it.
Thank you.
Tavares.
I'll repeat the question.
Mark. Hey, when I think about it, Lorenzo had to have that stuff written by Urban Cash. Because remember, that's Stephen Chalk line. The Allison reports and all this stuff. He always stuck to the kids. He never stuck to nothing else. Think about it. The Allison report says, and now he's talking about $1 million. Yeah. Okay, I'm going back to listen.
Oh, no, Miss Teresa said I would take half of that money and have fun just like they did.
Oh, Lord have
If you
mercy.
received a $1 million grant to use for the city any way you wanted, what would you do with it and why?
I think we all know $1 million won't go far. The test of that question is, what do you do with the million? The one thing you don't want to do is match a one-time amount of money to recurring expenses, because that sets you up for disaster. Grants have rules. I'm going to assume for purpose of the question, this is a one-time grant that can be used for anything. So this is what I would do. $500,000 on new police vehicles to get them again, just like the Operation Clean Out. All new vehicles now to start, public safety equipment and training on that equipment, recruitment incentives. That gets us back. Every dollar you spend on that is $1.63 in social benefit. Next, the other $500,000, Operation Clean Out. If you want to call it 2.0, the drainage is filthy. I can go look at it today and see those diversion bodies that you can look at how they flow aren't flowing right. There's debris and still so much masked material from storms for years now that it's not flowing. Go clean that out and you have a new way.
Okay, first, stop it. So you got to remember, you've been in office since 2006. Since 2006. So why aren't you making sure they're cleaned out? Maybe you need to do an annual diversion clean out, whatever that means. Maybe you need to do an annually one. Actually, most likely you haven't done that. You've been in there since 2006.
But I ain't got the grant money though, and I'm not gonna take taxpayers' money.
And do it. There you go. There you go.
Black folks.
There you go.
So I ain't got the grant money.
Yep. Exactly.
Thank you. Ms. Davidson, I'll repeat the question. If you received $1 million grant to use for the city any way you wanted, what would you do with it and why?
I would purchase mobile crime cameras and I would place them in high crime areas. Once you do that, the crime will move inherently, right? And so you're able to move them around. I would also purchase the attendance software so they are monitored and they are taped. My recollection from a city council meeting is that there's 28 cameras in Alexandria. That's simply not true. We are able to buy cameras these days that you can mount, and then our city is being watched. We have a huge shortage, 48 officers down. We need some help for them. We also need to monitor those cameras. We have cameras down.
Wait a minute. Wait. Stop her.
Did she say cameras?
Did she say cameras?
She's been saying cameras. She was saying cameras when she was on the council.
Wait a minute. Did she say cameras?
She was always saying cameras.
Well, you know we couldn't have her in there.
Yeah, did we get the cameras?
No.
Okay. Wait. If it's such a good idea, how come Jock didn't do it? Oh, never mind. Oops. Hold on, I gotta cancel. I didn't hit a command. There you go.
Going on where some of those or most of those are. Those cameras, if they're able to be moved, we've been told that they aren't able to be moved. I have other information that you can. We need to monitor our city. And if we're low on police officers.
For one thing, stop it for 1 moment. I want y'all to hear this because I want y'all to understand this. You see, 2 lawyers are dedicated to crime. You got to remember how a city the size of Alexandria, where majority of the crime is done in areas where we live, okay? So this is the only thing I have against what is being said here. So if our areas are the ones who's mainly hit with crime, you have 2 white people who are lawyers sitting up there touting for crime. Do you get what I'm saying? So let's continue. Hold up. Let me finish. So we, instead of talking rehab, instead of talking programs, we got to wipe out a crime. We got to throw more people in prison. We got to throw more people in jail. I want y'all to hear what the whole that's what I got out of what I'm listening to right now.
Well, no,
she's talking about crime and he and Jock Roy talking about crime.
They're both talking. Everybody's talking about crime.
No, the other ones didn't say crime. They weren't. They said infrastructure.
Okay, so
peep it.
No, at this point, the crime was what it is.
Mr. McCall, remember that time that stuff?
No, go ahead.
Now, Mr. McCall, you remember they tried that stuff on me and you at the New Scott Island thing, and I told everybody about it. You remember everybody got up there and said crime.
Yeah.
And I said, well, everybody talking about crime. Nobody ain't talking about how to fix it.
Exactly.
And everybody said something about crime, tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, everybody talking about it, but who got plans on fixing it?
But ain't nobody fixing it because you know why? Because it's profitable. It is profitable.
It's money.
It's money.
Yeah.
I'd rather lock you up than I'd rather lock you up than rehabilitate you and put you back out here and actually be a citizen. Come on now.
All right, so you can't. So we've touted for cameras.
Yeah.
Where's the issue?
We did it.
Say that- Wait a minute, what'd you say?
We did it.
Oh, it was because it
That's
was
the
us.
issue. Yes, that's what it was.
And
Okay,
see-
so yeah,
and
no,
see-
we've taught her for cameras, and she's doing the same thing. Getting
Exactly.
cameras.
The camera.
So,
And you know
I
what
mean,
it'll do? It can
doesn't-
deter.
cameras
It
don't-
deters
cameras
the.
don't mean more prosecutions. I hope
That-
you know that.
Well, no, not necessarily, because you know why? With cameras, it'll keep people from committing the crime. That's what you want them to do.
It's crime prevention.
Exactly.
Right. So she's not touting for the same thing Jock is.
No, she talking about putting mobile vehicles and all that stuff and all that. Yes,
mobile
she is.
cameras. Mobile cameras.
At the end of the day, they're both lawyers that like. Do you understand what I'm saying?
But she's not a criminal lawyer. She
I
doesn't
didn't-
make money off of crime.
Pumpkin. I'm not talking about what type of lawyer she is. That has nothing to do with it. She's a
That has
lawyer.
everything to do with it.
Oh gosh. Okay, let's go ahead. I'm sorry.
He's talking about the same cameras that they put in Carl's Park after the girl got killed. Those are mobile cameras.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Crime prevention. The fact that she's like that, it's. I get what your correlation is attempting to do, but only person that's up there really, she's saying that the police force is down, right? She's not saying let's increase the force and bear down on these neighborhoods where crime. She said let's put cameras out there so we can monitor and maybe prevent a lot of things and solve things more effectively. Now,
okay,
I'm not going against what you're saying because I know you like to say I turn on you, but I'm trying to get you to meet me where I'm at. She's touting for the same thing. We're the ones that brought Project NOLA to the table.
You pumpkin. I get what you're saying, but that's my correlation right there with them two, because they're lawyers and we live in a city where we love locking people up. That's what I was saying. That's all.
All right.
Okay.
I get you.
Crime, the biggest problem in the city that we have right now is crime. And I would spend $1 million so that we can help the police immediately and we can see exactly what's going on in our city.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. We'll move on to the third question. I do just want to make
Basically, stay seated. You ain't got to get up.
So I just want you all to know that. The third question is going to be started by Mayor Hall. What separates you from your opponents in terms of solutions for the city?
Are we ready for this? Because this is where he puts, the what they call it, the rubber to the road. They're asking him, what makes you different? Not him, but they're asking all of them, what makes you different from the rest of these people? Let's see what the answers are.
Thank you. I'll just sit so everybody can see it. That's okay. Sure. Okay, all right. I think what separates us is, first of all, I'm doing it right now. And what am I doing? I am experiencing and facing some things that no other mayor has faced, as I mentioned a moment ago. The pandemic, the ice storms, the tornadoes that we had to deal with the very first year, and not to ever forget the ice storms that were devastating to a lot of infrastructure, but the citizens benefited from some real good employees and the leadership that was there to bring them through it. So we've had experience to go through something, so we don't have to say what we will do. We know what we've done, and the results speak for themselves. I will also say that experience has paid off because the dollars that I spoke about a moment ago, the 10s and 20s and 30 millions of dollars, didn't just walk into our hands. We had to go and get it. And certainly, last but not least, the financial status of the city is like no other, like it's never been before on the positive side. A fund balance that's the size of Justice General Fund in the history has never been this large. And yet give employees raise, police raise, public safety people raise, give them the pay that they deserve.
Stop for just a second, baby.
And give the other employees beginning.
So now I will have to give it to him. You got to remember, Mr. Porter said when they left out of there, they had a surplus.
Yeah, but that was only because of the council.
But
That was
I get
because
you.
of the things he did.
Yeah.
I mean, it was because of the council that he was fighting too.
Yeah, exactly. He took the court.
Yeah, he took him to court, and he blew through money. You know what? I feel like now that we say that there was a surplus, right? I feel like he took him to court so that they could get a piece of the money that was extra.
Who could get
Because
piece of the
even if
money?
there was no penalty, penalty assessed, the fact that they had a surplus and he could afford to sue them is what I'm saying. And they could get people free money on these frivolous ass lawsuits between the administration and the council.
Well, it wasn't giving nobody money. They had to pay for their lawyers. That's it.
Yeah, but what were we suing for?
The budget.
Exactly.
It was the budget.
Exactly.
Yeah. They were suing for the budget.
So they had the extra money, so they sued him and got it the other way.
But as soon as Jock got in there, he went through it.
But Jock had control of the council.
That's true. That's right.
Give the employees the pay that they deserve, have not had a study done in over 13 years. We still has not raised one rate, one utility rate, and not one tax had to be done because we saved the dollars. The dollars were there all the time. We just got to manage them correctly. So that
you heard what he said?
What?
The money was there all the time.
Separates me. The record speaks for itself. Look at the audits that we've done since we've been here, and they'll tell you for sure that the city is going in the right direction. Unemployment is at an all-time low, and certainly as far as stores opening and new businesses and new building permits, since we've been there, we've had right at 900 to 1,000 new permits for people to go into business. So we're not just dwindling, we're growing. Our sales tax is better than ever before, despite all of the other places. Not all the municipalities can say that, but we can.
Thank you. Mr. Roy, what separates you from your opponents in terms of solutions for the city?
Well, I just want to start by saying that things aren't better than ever before. We're talking about how crime is rampant. We're talking about how filthy the city is. So things aren't better than ever before. And on leadership, I think that is what separates me. And I think it is critical. I think it's how you get those other things done. During Goose Off, you guys will remember how bad that was, how devastating that storm was, and what we stood up to fight it. 85% of every electric circuit was up within 48 hours. Within 72, 99%. The only things that weren't up then were when people had tearaways from their actual home. So my track record on capital projects dwarfs the current mayor. In fact, there's an inverse relationship to spending operating money and spending capital money. Capital money is not to be saved, ladies and gentlemen. It's to be spent on your infrastructure. If you want to compare projects, administration for administration, I won't do it tonight, but I think we all can see the answer to that. Look downtown at the community college, look at the Spark projects, the biggest capital project train in the history of the city by any standard, by any measure. That's leadership. That's what it's about. Thank you.
Actually, that's not leadership, but okay. Actually, that's not what leadership is.
Ms. Davis, what separates you from your opponents in terms of solutions for the city?
What separates me is that we all have solutions of what we're talking about tonight. What separates me is action. We've been debilitated for years by inaction, either overthinking and studying studies of a study of a study of downtown. Still hasn't been implemented. We have another study going on by this administration. We have to act. We have plenty of great information. We have plenty of studies that have just never been acted on. What Alexandria needs is a decisive mayor, a mayor that's going to make decisions. It's not going to be perfect. You make mistakes and you own them, right? But you have to make decisions. You have to. What we are right now, we have $34 million in the bank. We're the little old lady who has no children, no family. She's 95 years old. She has $10 million in the bank, and her roof is leaking, and her car doesn't work. We have to make decisions, and we have to do it in a priority way, and we have to act. We have to do something. We have to move forward. We've had two candidates who have had 16 years to implement a plan. And this is where we are, high crime, declining population. Downtown, where is downtown? What's going on? You need a decisive mayor, a mayor that will make decisions.
She kind of cooked.
Damn. Did she do?
She kind of cooked. She kind of
Damn.
cooked. Yeah, she kind of cooked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did that.
Yeah, she did that. She did that. She said, the two of y'all been up here for 16 years. It ain't shit changed.
Two men trying to whip it out to see which one's bigger.
Oh, no, we're not doing that.
Mr. Roy, 30 seconds.
Yeah, I just want to say, you do need decisiveness, but you need folks that do their homework and don't cause more turmoil in their decisiveness than they get done. That don't hold a community meeting on policing and crime that devolves into chaos. Look, we envisionally completed our downtown hotel initiative. It brought private sector development downtown.
You know what he's talking about?
What?
The backdoor deal with the Holiday Inn.
What do you mean?
Yep, and you know what you're talking about. You're also talking about the town hall meeting too.
Yeah, he don't want to be at the town hall meetings. It's too much chaos.
Yeah, he don't like town hall meetings because he can't be in charge.
What are you getting input from these motherfuckers for? Like,
Yep.
This money's meant to be spent.
Yeah, it's not about the people. And he letting you know then, y'all, it's never been about the people. Never been about the people. That's why he's uncomfortable in town hall meeting. He doesn't like to be somewhere where he can't be in control.
Can somebody name me? Can somebody put in the chat any public meeting aside from a Rotary Club meeting or a Chamber of Commerce meeting that Jock's been to in the community?
He came to one of our meetings, Tavares.
Which one? And what was it about?
I'm thinking, shoot, I can't remember because we was like, the mayor here? Oh, I know what it was. It was when we were having the meetings with Mr. Fuller and them. What's that thing called? The Woodside Samtown meeting.
Oh, okay. So
I think he came to one of those. I think he did.
All right.
But that's the only time I remember.
Together the community college, which is the most important hit on that double infrastructure, training people and bricks and mortar in the downtown to beautify it. Project after project. We'll talk more in a minute about.
All he talking about is downtown. That's all he talking about.
I'll finish this statement in a little bit. Go ahead and ask the next fucking question. These they up here with me playing with like I ain't been up here, and you gonna talk to me about what it was like before you got in office. Nigga, I put you in office.
30 seconds.
As it relates to the crime meeting, I would ask every one of you to go watch it. Not everyone communicates the same way. Not everyone has a law degree. Not everyone has an accounting degree. Not everyone has a business degree. I went and talked to Shakola Jones. She has had 7 shootings on the corner of Archer, and not a single camera is there. She is upset and she's angry and she is afraid. And we, the city council, gave her a voice to do that. Not all of us are as polished as you might want to be.
Now Shakola getting the name drop.
Wow.
Now Shakola getting the name drop. All right, there you go. But she did use her as somebody that's not polished. So out of this, I'm not saying it's a backhanded compliment, but 50-50.
Thank you. We'll move on to Mr. Davis for the question of what separates you from your opponents in terms of solutions for the city.
Experience.
So he's been a mayor before?
I'm not being biased. I'm not. I'm taking it at face value.
He's been a mayor before? I'm just asking.
Has he been a public servant before?
Has he been a city council member before? I'm thinking that's experience. I don't know.
Let's see. Maybe he has. Maybe it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
In corporate leadership, transparency. Question you've got to ask yourself as voters, you've seen 12 years. I've had an opportunity when I was an athlete in college and high school to attend camps with Eddie Robinson, Lou Holtz, and Johnny Rogers, and some of the coaches that I've made notes recently of the things.
Is he talking sports? Was he talking sports?
I don't know.
Because that's not experience.
And I even had a chance to spend time with John Wooden from UCLA.
He's talking about coaching.
And the thing that it fascinates me about, and I'm not a politician, I'm a businessman. Mr. Lupa, how politicians lie. It fascinates me. Nothing has gotten better under the past two administrations. Mayor Royce got out because he, like Saban says, if you can't do the job, turn it over to the guy that can.
All right. You know what, folks? Tell you what we're not going to do. And this is not going to, this is, all right.
Turned it over to a guy that ran it in the ditch. No wins. Zero. He's not done anything. No help with small business. No youth recreation department. Don't be fooled.
You know, the problem is, I feel like those small business, I think that's a jab at him not getting the contract. Because as I recall, the reason he ran is because they would not give him a contract. That's what I remember. He came to a city council meeting and he was inquiring about a contract, and they went with another pest control company. And that moment is when he decided he was going to run.
Wait a minute, what? Now what happened?
He came to the city council meeting. It was a pest control contract that he wanted or he was inquiring about.
Yes, I remember that.
And he did not get the contract. That was when he decided to run for mayor.
That sounds like revenge.
That's what it was. That's why I remember it. You heard what he said about Jackie H. No, I did not. Miss Teresa be knowing everything. I'll be forgetting.
What'd he say?
This is what you got. This
She gonna put it on there.
This is what we can't go back to. We need a leader that can go to corporate America, where I've been meeting with them over the last months, helping in other communities. They listen because I've been there at the table with them.
You got to turn this fucking mic down. Sorry.
I know where Alexandria's going to grow with the right leadership. I know what's going to happen with Alexandria with the right intensity, the right leader, the right people that care.
You know, up until this point, I didn't see his platform. I'll be honest with you. I still don't see it.
When I sit down with corporate leaders, they don't trust what they never see. They surely don't want to come back if we stay. But I'll bring change. I'll bring hope. And I'll bring revolution. Thank you.
I'll bring change. I'll bring hope. And I'll...
Revolution. You telling that to a bunch of white folk.
You know what, folks? Yep. You know what it is. You know, I'm almost tempted to have a Friday night show just so we can finish this up, because this needs to be, we need to go through this. Absolutely.
Look, let's do that.
Yeah, let's try to come back tomorrow night.
Because it's already 12:26.
Yeah. Guys, we got our work cut out for us. Because shit. I don't want people to think that we forget. We don't forget. Nobody should forget anything. But we definitely need a refresher.
Yeah, we okay. So while you doing that, let me tell everybody bye. Okay, most people already gone anyway. Miss Tarlington, you showed your tail tonight. I just want to let you know. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Jackson. Thank you, Miss Coleman. Thank you, Mr. Scott. Thank you, Mr. Nat. Who else is on here? Did you say Miss Thomas was here? Miss Linda came in?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I see. Who else came in?
It was a couple others. Scroll up.
Hold on. That's it.
We got
I know I heard. Huh?
Brother Greg came through with the link.
Yeah.
Miss Lily Coleman was here.
I got those.
Let's see.
I think Miss Jackson was in there for a second.
He was
and
here,
she left
yeah.
out.
Yep. I said all those names in the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh,
she
Brother
said, okay,
Boo.
thank you.
Brother
Miss
Boo,
Tarlington.
Condolences,
Miss-
bro. Our condolences to you, bro.
Yes.
I know you lost your mother, and we want to send our love out to you, bro.
Yes.
Hit me up in the inbox. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Definitely.
Whatever else we got here, I think that wraps it up.
Yeah. And Miss Bell was in there too. I forgot about Miss Bell. Miss Bell was in there too.
Yeah, Miss Bell.
So thank you guys. And Miss Tarlington, next time you behave your doggone self. You showed out tonight.
Yeah, Alexandria people in a shit toilet with these people. Who is the right person for the people and the city? Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay locked in to your number one Black Agenda podcast, the KWB Frank Show. Oh, she said she running for District 2. Ooh, I can't wait to see that for him.
She ain't she telling you not real. Are you really real, Miss Tarlington? Don't play with us now.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that for him. They better get the district button ready. There's gonna be a lot of
Miss Tarlington, you better not be playing with us.
Mind you, y'all, this is from 2020. So this isn't, we're looking back.
Yeah.
So this is before, as you can see, Jock has different hair and he's actually dressed up for this. So, you know.
I'm clean. She said I'm clean that mother up. Ooh, you're too much, little lady. You are too much.
All right.
Okay, good night, you guys. Bye-bye. You gonna end the show?
Yeah.
Alexandria, Louisiana. Stand up! Yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, hey! Stand up, put your hands up. Whole city tired, man, they can't stand up. Crime going up, water look brown. Bills too high, got the whole town down. Stand up, put your hands up. If you love your city, better man up. For the key, for the elders too. If nobody else care, then it's up to you. Taxation without representation. Trying to save the city before we save the nation. Every month another bill, another situation. People barely living, tired of frustration. Lights high, water high, rent high too. Whole hood stressed, what we supposed to do? Mama crying, daddy working overtime. Still can't win, man, this world out of line. But we ain't backing down. Tell the whole town gather around. If you hear me, say it loud. Stand up, put your hands up. Whole city tired, man, they can't stand up. Crime going up, water look brown. Bills too high, got the whole town down. Stand up, put your hands up. If you love your city, better man up. For the kid, for the elders too. If nobody else care, then it's up to you. Hands up, like Mike Brown. Pain in the streets, got the city pipe down. Young boy lost, trying to find their way. Need real men, standing up today. If you a leader, then lay it right now. Don't wait till the whole thing burn down. Church folks, hood folks, come together. Real change only happen when we move together. Stand up for the north side. Stand up. Stand up for the south side. Stand up. Stand up for the east side. Stand up. Stand up for the west side. Everybody say stand up, stand up. Hey, 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 hey. Stand up. Stand up, stand up. Put your hands up. Whole city time and they can't stand us. Crime going up, water look brown. Bills too high, got the whole town down. Stand up, stand up. Put your hands up. If you love your city, better man up. For the kid, for the elders too. If nobody else care, then it's up to you. Hey. Alexandria, we still here.